Yeah.
Thank you much, Marty.
Yeah. I kept it light on you, right?
Come on,
yo, top of the morning.
So what's next for you? Like,
y'all.
we all know the actors, you know, they do that, and they venture out either to be a producer, executive producer, or actually a director. Is that something that you're looking at right now?
Yeah, right now we started a company called Entangled Entertainment, and so now we're starting to make our own movies and do our own flicks. And right now we're working on one, man. We're trying to do a Mexican version of Friday.
Oh, wow.
A Latino hood authentic comedy, which has never been done before. And so we're working on some stuff like that. And then we got some other things that are in the mix, and actually a documentary too that we're doing that's coming out. And like I said, it goes back to, if no one gives you the opportunity, create the opportunity for yourself. You know what I'm saying? And so I always tell people, you know, there's two ways to make it happen. Someone could put you in that position, or you put yourself in that position. You know what I'm saying? And so long story short, I love acting, but I'm actually having fun now too, doing the producing side of it and the directing side of it, creating the content.
So you have been producing and directing.
Instead of being part of someone else's content, you know, it's always fun to do your own, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, I got my hands in a couple things right now.
Will you direct a film that you're not in?
Yeah, I would. 100%. Yeah, I would. I don't care about. I got into this business on accident. I was right place, right time, and here I am today. You know what I'm saying? I don't care about the fame side of it, this, that, or whatever. As you see, a lot of my films, some films I do cameos, some films I do supporting roles, some films I'm the star of. I care less, man. You know what I mean? Just to be in it, period, to me is a blessing. You know, my manager made a joke one time, which is a joke but not a joke. He said, it's when they stop calling you, that's when you got to worry.
I was just finishing off this interview, bro. This dude, Noel, I'm sure you recognize his face. He's in a bunch of movies. But this was a really good interview, bro. You could just tell he's almost like, what's homeboy that was in Transformers? He's from LA streets too. Fuck. Here, let me find him. But he kind of reminds me of homeboy. Like, he just, like, real to the bone. And just, he's an actor, but
just, so thank God my phone's still ringing.
Goddamn.
You know,
let me see. Shia LaBeouf. Yeah, he's kind of like,
who's your favorite
reminds
actor?
me of Shia LaBeouf.
Man, I've been blessed, man. Like I said, I've worked with a lot of greats. I've got to work with Clint Eastwood, Mel Gibson. All right, so I'm just gonna say.
I don't know what you about to say, but it looks very.
Yeah, homeboy, he don't look it, but he like 55, so he been running around L.A. acting since he was like 15. Top of the morning, Tech. Yeah, Hector from that's his name in one of the movies, right? Or the shows. But yeah, I mean, if you get a chance to watch it, bro, this shit's really good interview.
Your face expression.
I'm gonna put it out there, dog. So
let's go.
Here's what I hate about a lot of Latinos in the business. Now, because of social media, a lot of Latinos want to come out and say, oh, I was always about the Latino people. I was always in for them. I always wanted the Latino people to rise. And you know where my proof is at? No, you didn't. Because if you were always in it for the Latinos, where are our movies from 20 years ago when you had the power to change?
Has this fool been acting since like he was like Cholo #1 or Cholo #2? But I mean, fuck it, bro. If you're paying my day rate, like, I don't give a shit what you call me, bro. I wonder what his day rate is now. He's been acting for a long time. I'm not even really sure how day rates go, but I always hear actors talk about, yeah, my day rate.
Change the game. See, back in the early days, you can name off 50 black movie stars.
The Ed Gwynn on Netflix or a documentary about it? Because I watched Camp Gagnon's little documentary about it. I tried to watch the show, bro, but yeah, that shit's a little too evil for my my mentals. Yeah, good luck. Let me know how far, if you're able to finish it or how far along you get, man. I had to tap out like 3/4 through the first episode. I was like, this shit ain't for me, bro. Like that and that Dahmer, the Netflix on Dahmer, I had to tap out in the first episode on that shit too. I just couldn't do it, bro. Watching them like the gay shit and then eating fools, and I don't know, man. I just couldn't do it. That shit's a little too wild for me. Yeah, I mean, it's definitely worth a try because everybody's, you know, like if it's a good flick, it's a good flick. But I mean, that's if they make you feel like that, then the movie's probably like really doing its job. You know, they don't want it to do it too much for people like me to tap out and not watch it. But either way, I'm still talking about it. So I wonder if that's like their goal. Like, oh yeah, people tapped out, we did a good job, or they want to like push that line, but then not quite fully get people to tap out. Because that fool, and he wasn't even like a serial killer, but a lot of people base their shit off of him just because how sick and twisted he was. But I think he only killed like 2 people, and to be a serial killer, you gotta kill, I think like people within a month. Like kill, then a month break, then kill, or like you gotta take a little break, I guess, before you kill again to be a serial killer. Yeah, I mean, I didn't even get past the first episode. I just heard what people were saying on that Dahmer one, but it's like, bro, yeah, I couldn't either. Nah, this fool ain't in it. He just popped up on me, and I was just interested in it. Because I even mentioned it probably like a year ago. I was like, bro, we should interview all these rappers, all these actors that play all these gangster roles. And I mean, this one did pretty good. Some of his clips, I mean, the whole interview's at 162, but some of his clips are like at 300-400. Because he was in Training Day. He was in the Eminem music videos. Bro, this fool just did a gang of shit. Oh, yeah. State nut houses. Man, those things are no joke. I always kind of think of The One Who Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest. But I bet you they're way more fucking evil than that. Yeah, Fast and Furious. Man, oh man. I have, just for shits and giggles, let's look up his IMDb. It's funny, when you put Noel G, the third thing that pops up is Noel G. Hector. I mean, this fool been in a gang of shit, though, bro. See, his dad is like Italian, so Noel Guglielmi. But, bro, he just in a lot of these, he only plays like a small part. But still, like, bro, Clint Eastwood. But that's when he beefs, I think, with the Mexican neighbors. Or the gangster neighbors or whatever. Oh, he came back in Fast and Furious 7? Was he in a lot of them or just like the first one? Man, look at all these movies, though, bro. I mean, he's been acting since he's 15 and he's 54 now. The Animal, Training Day got to be his like biggest one, and then Street Kings. He was in Street Kings too. Yeah, right here, Street Kings. That was a pretty good one. Hall of Fame Recoil, huh? He was in Purge. Yeah, that fool. Definitely a gangster, or you know, no pun intended, but he's definitely a G when it comes to acting, bro. Yeah, that's what I was saying. I wonder what his daily rate is now because he's been acting so long and he really just plays those roles. He's even played like a doctor and a cop, I guess. Anabolic Life. What's this one about? Is this like a documentary? This is a movie about steroids. Young man obsessed with body image is thrust into a world of steroids, crime, and deception. Chris Levine. I might have to check this one out just to give it a... When to come out? It's on Prime. That one might be pretty interesting. All right, without further ado, Drake's defamation case against record label has been dismissed. All that work for nothing, Drizzy. And then the label's probably just sitting back like, yeah, these dudes are beefing. They're dropping songs that are going up. Label's just getting paid. Oh, you seen that movie, Tech? He's the dealer? I'm going to have to check that out.
Break it all down for us. So, Brian, the judge says Not Like Us wasn't defamatory because in the context of a rap battle, reasonable people know the accusations they're making against each other aren't fact. So does that mean you can say anything about a rival in a rap battle?
It's funny, last night, Wack was saying when he's all certified lover boy, certified pedophile, he was saying that he could have been talking about Baca. He wasn't saying that both those bars are directed towards Drake. He said the first one could be directed towards him and the second one could be directed towards Baca or whatever. But then we looked up his case and his shit's when he was with like a 22-year-old girl. Some weird shit, but not no pedophile layers to it.
I wouldn't say you could say anything about a person in a rap battle, but I will say that the judge looked at this from a holistic context of not only the fact that this is opinion and not fact, the context not just of the single song Not Like Us, but of all the songs in these diss tracks, and maybe even going a little bit into the history of how diss tracks operate, as you saw Mike Muse opining just a few moments ago. But you looked at it and said, there's no reasonable person who's going to listen to this and look at this and say, you know what, I think that Drake is in fact a certified pedophile, understanding that we know he has no criminal record or no allegations that have gone through the court system with that. And so I think the judge said this is opinion, not facts. And
but it is a little weird that he's like a high school girls basketball fan and wants to reach out and help them. Like, where's the young homies that you're reaching out to help? Now, if you're reaching out to all kids and helping them, I give it to you. But if you're only reaching out to the girls' high school basketball team, it's a little awkward, bro. I ain't gonna lie.
Therefore not protected on the First Amendment and not defamatory.
The judge also threw out the New York State business claim questioning Drake's sources of info there. What do you make of that ruling?
Yeah, so don't forget, this is about a motion to dismiss. It's about the level of information that a judge is reviewing to see whether or not this case should go before a jury. And the judge looked at this and said, for the most part, you're making this deceptive business claim that UMG is harming your bottom line by promoting Kendrick Lamar's song and his music overall with the use of tweets and kind of insider information that has no real basis or no real grounded, reliable source. And the judge basically said, this isn't good enough for me to believe that this case should move forward.
Now Drake says he plans to appeal. How strong do you think that appeal will be?
So unfortunately, I don't think it's all that strong, but we do know that in the next 30 days, we'll see a one-page request to appeal this case to the Second Circuit in New York State. That's based on their stance that they will appeal. There's not going to be facts in that document, but we will see arguments more likely than not that the judge overstepped their legal ability to say that this was or was not opinion or was not fact. We'll see different arguments and different interpretations, and we'll see what the Second Circuit does.
You think he has a chance on an appeal? I don't. Hell no. I mean, it's music, bro. And it's like if this case goes and something happens, this could be a precedent case. And now if the precedent case is this guy dissed me and I sued him and blah, 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 if anyone else wants to sue anybody, they just got to cite this case. So it could maybe be a big one. I'm not really too deep in the whole case law, but I do know if you fight a case that kind of like this that's different and you win, it could set trends for everything else. But didn't the judge kind of like not diss him, but downplay it? Determine allegedly defamatory statements at issue in the lawsuit are non-actionable opinion and dismiss Drake's lawsuit against UMG. So non-actionable opinion. Yeah, there's way other songs that could have been way more damaging than this. It's just, bro, it was a top hit. Played it at the Super Bowl. Drake's alleged UMG intentionally published and promoted Kendrick Lamar's Not Like Us while knowing the song's insinuations that he has sexual relations with minors were false and defamatory. Judge noted the case arises from perhaps the most infamous rap battle in the genre's history and vitriolic war of words between Drake and Kendrick Lamar in 2024. Okay. Vargas said a rap diss track would not create more of an expectation in the average listener that the lyrics state sober facts instead of opinions than the statement at issue in those cases. So she's pretty much saying, bro, you guys are just rapping, having fun. Calm down, Drake. Stop saying yes. From the outlet, the suite was an affront to all artists and their creative expression and never should have been the light of day. We're pleased with the court's dismissal and look forward to continuing our work successfully promoting Drake's music and investing in his career. So crazy, but I guess, bro, once you're corporate and you're big money, you just sue each other. That's how you communicate. Kind of a trip, right? Like, kind of feel like if someone sues you, you're like, yeah, bro, I never fucking would do it again. But in this sense, money talks. Over the course of 16 days, the two artists released 8 diss tracks with increasingly heated rhetoric, loaded accusations, and violent imagery. I never seen the violent imagery. Drake's lawyer said in a statement at the time that the lawsuit was not brought against Kendrick Lamar. But it kind of is in a roundabout way, right? Like, Kendrick probably ain't got to pay or do anything, but you're still saying this thing that came from him, y'all supported. I mean, bro, when you got fucking bar mitzvahs, a bunch of little Jewish homies at their bar mitzvah singing it, when you got people at weddings singing it, when, bro, all the kids, my kids all knew it. That song actually sparked the pedophile conversation. Definitely kind of around my house. Like, it's not something I, warn my kids about or always talk, but, you have the communication and you talk about stuff just so they know what's right or wrong or whatever. But when that came out, I felt like all the kids just started, talking about pedos, knowing what the pedo was, knowing the actions. It kind of put a whole generation up on game. Although the accusation that plaintiff is a pedophile is certainly a serious one, the broader context of a heated rap battle with incendiary language on offensive accusations hurled by both participants would not incline the reasonable listener to believe that Not Like Us imparts verifiable facts about plaintiff. So yeah, I guess we gotta wait like 30 days and then we'll find out if Drake's able to appeal it. And I wonder what he's appealing for. Like, what's he asking for? Shit ton of money? Oh, wow. What's going on here?
Since I came into the world,
New York AG Letitia James indicted for alleged fraud following pressure from Trump. And this fool wants a Nobel Peace Prize, but you're over here pressuring people?
James is facing federal charges. The Justice Department has indicted her on charges of bank fraud and making false statements related to a property she owns in Virginia. She's now the second Trump political enemy to be indicted, despite prosecutors previously saying there wasn't enough evidence. And James is denying any wrongdoing and calls the case a weaponization of the justice system. Let's bring in ABC's Alex Mallon and legal contributor Brian Buckmeyer for more. Alex, what's the latest on this case?
So she has been assigned a judge, Judge Jamar Walker. He's a Biden appointee, and he's already got an initial appearance on the calendar for October 24th. Now, that's 2 weeks away, but in the meantime, I would expect...
I know, she's really going to be judged by her peers. When you get to go to court and they say, juror by your peers or whatever, she's definitely going to be dealing with her peers.
that Letitia James's attorney, Abby Lowell, a powerhouse lawyer, is going to be spending a lot of time building a vigorous defense. I mean, we heard from him yesterday saying that he plans to fight this in all manner and means, and I would expect it's going to be very similar to what we saw previewed earlier this week in court by James Comey's attorneys, saying that they plan to move to dismiss that indictment for a motion for vindictive prosecution, basically singling out President Trump's statements that ordering his Justice Department to bring these charges. I think that that's going to be core to Letitia James's efforts to seek to dismiss this indictment that charges her with 2 counts. One is a bank fraud, one is making false statements to a bank, and it all relates to this mortgage scenario where they allege that she listed as a secondary property, a property that she was actually getting benefits from an investment as an investment. And they say that over the lifetime of that loan, she would have reaped roughly $19,000. It's not really clear how much they allege that she has reaped just since she took out that mortgage. Again, it's kind of very small potatoes in the grand scheme of things, but obviously this comes, as President Trump and his allies accuse Letitia James of engaging in essentially what she accused him of in that massive civil.
Man, this is getting crazy, bro. If Trump is really using his political power to pressure people to charge people, bro, you're not the attorney general. You're not, bro, it gets a little crazy, which they kind of did it to him and tried to file those charges on him. So but bro, he should be the bigger man, I feel like, and not be following into what they tried to do to him, because this is a slippery slope, man. Imagine if all the new politicians come in and they just want to fucking throw the other people they don't like in jail. Yeah, that's a slippery slope. This one's pretty interesting.
All right, looking for love online can come with risks. Police are now warning about a woman using dating apps to trick men and steal from them.
She looks like a thief, though, huh?
Fox 11's Rachel Aragon, she is in Agora Hills with more.
That's right up the street
LA
from
County
me, too.
Sheriff Department says that this suspect is primarily targeting older, wealthier men. They also say, based off the information they've gathered, they believe there are more victims, and they say those victims could also be in other nearby counties.
Somebody meets on a dating website. They build some kind of trust relationship with somebody.
Officials say this woman, 29-year-old Adva Levy, is not looking for love. She's looking for any luxury items she can get her hands on.
They're invited into the home, and then this person ends up burglarizing their home by stealing their, personal belongings. And so that would kind of be the scenario we're looking at.
The LA County Sheriff's Department says Levy is primarily targeting older men on dating apps, posing as a companion before ripping them off. The department says she also goes by the name as Mia Ventura Shoshana and drives around in this black Porsche SUV and white Mercedes-Benz.
She has been in custody in a different jurisdiction at this point, but at this time we don't have any contact with her.
Deputies say she's known for breaking hearts and breaking the law. Levy, according to LA County Sheriff's Department, has been arrested for a similar crime in the past, but was released from custody. The concern now?
Have some information, that there may be other victims as well.
Authorities say there's likely more than 10 victims out there.
We want to make sure that all victims are identified and they come forward and that we can help prosecute this case.
And deputies add that the cars the suspect is known to drive in are not stolen vehicles. They also add anyone who believes they've been targeted by the suspect is urged to call the Sheriff's Department. Reporting in Agora Hills, Rachel Aragon.
I wonder if Adam collabed with her, if Adam and Lena collabed. Man, that's crazy. I bet the old bastards just like, oh, shit. I wonder how much she's made, though. Any comments, anything? That's like some Cardi B shit, right? I mean, she did it from the strip club, but get in there, drug them, do whatever, and then just rob their ass. And then how do you explain that to your wife? Like, imagine the married-ass dude trying to get his little freak on or whatever the fuck he's doing, and then he has to go home and tell his wife, like, yeah, I was doing some bullshit, and I got robbed, and I ain't got shit. Oh, my bad. I gotta text Mikey real quick. All right. What else we got here? Another slow day, bro. I ain't really got too much. I just got on here to chill with you. I started making a thing. I'm gonna start sending out fucking DMs to people trying to do some FaceTime interviews. Maybe sprinkle some of those in the morning. Yeah, just find other stuff to do, because coming up with topics every day, this shit's rough, especially every day. Come up with a list of shit to keep me going for 2 hours. If any of y'all got anything you want to talk about, send it in. I'm thinking about putting my phone number in the description, because I got an extra phone, so I'm thinking about putting my phone number in there. And just, see if we can make something shake. I don't know. All right, let's trip on Trump. Fucking, like, how does this guy think he deserve a Nobel Peace Prize? Oh, yeah, that's what I wanted to Google. Has any other president won a Nobel Peace Prize? U.S. president won. 4 U.S. presidents that have won Nobel Peace Prize. Oh. Obama was the 4th U.S. president to be awarded a Nobel Peace Prize after Theodore Roosevelt in 1906, Woodrow Wilson in 1919, both of whom received the award during their terms, and Jimmy Carter, 2002, who received the award 21 years after leaving office. What Obama do? It's like this fool thinks he can get a Nobel Peace for stopping 7 wars. What all 7 wars did he stop? Yeah, that's what when I read it, I was like, oh, he's just mad Obama got one, so he wants one. But it's like, bro, get the fuck out of here. Like at the beginning, you get a Nobel Peace for killing. Aren't they supposed to be like for peace and like coming up with something to change the game? Because this lady right here, and I think this is why Trump's kind of mad, because this lady won it. And she's just Venezuelan opposition leader, was given the award for fighting for democracy, but the White House accused the committee of putting politics over peace. But in Venezuela, doesn't that fucking dude be killing all his ops? And then they put that last dude in jail that he didn't fuck with? The White House Director of Communications said, Trump, he has the heart of a humanitarian, and there will never be anyone like him who can move mountains with the sheer force of his will. I'm waiting to see after Trump's out of office, all the bullshit that comes out. Because nobody probably wants to talk right now, because he's in office. But once that dude ain't in office no more, I bet you all kinds of people are going to come spilling the beans. Like, I ain't going to lie. Between him and Biden, I was leaning more Trump, because Biden would shut the fuck down. And at least with Trump, we can he kind of tells us what the fuck's going on, at least in his mind. I'm sure he's up to some shady shit, but for the most part, I feel like he just puts it out there. But this fucking guy, I don't know who we need next, but I mean, obviously Trump can't do it again, so I don't know if he's going to try to like put J.D. Vance in there. But I bet you the pendulum's going to swing back the other way after this. Top of the morning, Sev. All right, let's see. Did I save anything in here? If not, y'all got fucking. What y'all want to talk about? Yeah, I didn't save anything. Oh, wow. Neo went out. This is a long-ass vlog. I don't know if you guys follow this page, but he be putting everybody up on game. But you see, Newsom was calling him Dozy Don the other day because I guess he was, like, tired at his speech or whatever. Oh, this fool went to the network shit. All right. All right. Why is this raised concerns?
Decoration comes
People are
into
so
question
sensitive.
as a neighbor notices it and finds it deeply disturbing.
I mean,
the
maybe it
decoration
should
in
be,
question,
like,
a skeleton
bone
hanging
color,
from
though.
a flagpole. But what initially sparked concern then sparked conversation.
KTLA's Rick Chambers spoke to those involved and is live for us tonight
I don't know
in
why they had to
Rancho
paint it.
Cucamonga. Rick.
Yeah, Micah, we were initially led to believe that some sort of racist act had been committed out here. Turns out it was anything but that. Just one man's take on some Halloween decorations that didn't pan out to be true. Just 3 weeks before Halloween, and decorations are sprouting up all across the Southland. This one, though, drew concerns from a passerby.
We have a skeleton that's painted black, that's hung on a noose by the neck underneath the American flag.
That description came as an enormous surprise to the homeowner.
No, never.
Of lynching?
Oh my gosh, no, I would never. No.
So this is a misunderstanding.
Oh, for sure. We will have that taken down right away.
And she did, while we were there.
We're not about that at all. No. Oh, that's horrible. If they knew me, they would know that that's not our intent. We would never.
Turns out there was no noose. The skeleton was zip-tied to the pole.
I think that's it.
And it wasn't painted either. The black plastic bones came like that straight from...
Oh, okay. See, that's why I felt it was a little awkward, like, the black bones, like, what are y'all doing? But, I mean, if it came like that, and she put it up there with a zip tie, like, people just get all up into their fucking feelers, and they only look at it like, oh, it has to be this, instead of, like, taking a step back and, you know? Like, that's the only way I kind of looked at it, like, well, why would they paint it that color? But it came that color. She was just probably trying to put it up high. She probably didn't even have no bad intention doing it.
From the store. And as these pictures show, there have been other skeletons under the flag on previous Halloweens without complaint.
Nevertheless, when you see it from afar, and you see a black skeleton being hung underneath the American flag, what does that mean?
A point taken by
It means she's decorating for fucking Halloween, bro. You sensitive ass mofo.
Homeowner, not wanting anyone to feel uncomfortable.
We would never. That's disappointing to me that somebody would assume that.
I'm very happy to hear that. That's a relief. I'm glad that they brought it down.
A dramatically different holiday interpretation, settled calmly with conversation, but also a glimpse at just how fragile sensitivities are in this day and age. And the homeowner tells me that she is still in the midst of putting out her Halloween decorations, but no doubt a little less edgy. In Rancho Cucamonga, I'm Rick Chambers. Guys, I'll throw it back to you.
All right, what else we got here? What's it advertising to me? We're kind of just bullshitting today. $1 million worth of sporting goods sneakers found in cargo theft. You think this is this attached to Cool Kicks?
New tonight, the LAPD makes an arrest in what they're calling a mass.
Bro, this is at a house. They got all these shoes piled up at a house. This is crazy.
Cargo theft investigation. Nearly $1.5 million in stolen train cargo was recovered from this property. Let's go live to Fox 11's Ed Lascos in downtown LA with more on all this. Ed.
Oh, for sure. He dropped dime.
It's really involving the Union Pacific freight trains that have been hit by these cargo thieves. It's a big-time operation. The investigators have a task force. They've been working on it. They've been making arrests in the latest.
Like back in the day, I understand knocking off a train. Probably no way to really catch them. But nowadays, bro, they could put cameras on these trains. They can do all kinds of shit. And yeah, you might break into it and it might not be around too much stuff, but if you got sensors on it, if you got something on it, you'll be able to figure out and get somebody over there to deter them. And as soon as one train robbers find out, like, oh shit, these things got sensors and alarms on them, ain't nobody else gonna be going for it.
Raid, the latest arrest happening in East LA. Let's get to it. To the video we go. You're walking into a cargo crackdown here. Interesting. It looks like you're walking into a warehouse. Instead, it's someone's backyard. Look at all these boxes lined up here. And if you think that backyard has all that stolen cargo, investigators wind up going into the home with a search warrant, and they find room after room after room, stuffed boxes in there. You're talking high-end items like Nike shoes and sneakers, to electronics, to high-end tools, all worth big-time money on the streets in the black market. 1.4 million is what investigators are estimating that all this stolen cargo adds up to. All of this is part of a story that Fox 11 News has been reporting, telling you about for really the last 3 years. The Lincoln Heights corridor where the Union Pacific freights move through very slowly. That area targeted where the crooks would actually hit some of these box cars, the cargo containers on the trains, break open the doors, and then the tracks.
And it's like you break in, you have no idea what you're gonna open. Is it you're gonna open it? Is it gonna be a bunch of washer and dryers? Are you gonna open it and it's gonna be a bunch of shoes? Are you gonna open it and it's gonna be a bunch of freaking, who knows? Top of the morning, quick. Top of the morning. Yeah, it's just another random day. I'm just doom scrolling. I just kind of stay consistent because fuck nothing, bro. We just doom scrolling. Talk about Trunks Nobel Peace Prize. Not a lot going on. Yeah, I'm just trying to stay consistent with it, whether I got shit or not. Because I'm more of a habit guy. Once I formed a habit, I'll stick to it. It's hard for me, you know. That's why I was going to the gym, but I gave up the gym for this. I'm trying to figure out how to fit the gym into all this shit, too.
Littered with all the cardboard boxes left behind from all the merchandise that was stolen inside. The latest raid, East LA, but about 2 weeks ago, it's the LA County Sheriff's involved with that raid over in the Alameda corridor area. Listen to one of the investigators.
We searched the location, identified the location as a chop shop. We actually recovered 7 stolen vehicles from the location. We also recovered 2 assault rifles. It was 1 AK-47.
Yeah. DM it to me or put it in here and I'll check it out.
And we arrested on scene 8 suspects for the crime of cargo theft and receiving stolen property.
And now live. So you had 8 arrests there with the county sheriffs about 2 weeks ago, the Alameda area, the unincorporated area. And then you have 1 arrest, a 41-year-old man taken into custody in East LA following this latest raid. So
like 2 months ago, they robbed one of these trains and got a bunch of guns off of it. Like out there in the IE. They didn't really put that shit too much in the news, though. They probably don't want fools knowing that you can get a bunch of guns off these trains. Is there any updates on Dave? Oh, you know what? The Chiracology Reddit was pretty good. Oh, and I'm gonna go over the No Jumper show. Did Suspect really say yesterday that he's facing 6+ years in jail? And I think his last shit, if they're offering him 32, that's at 80%. They don't usually give you, because if you got like violent on your record, you're gonna do 80, 85. And a lot of times if you got violent or a strike, they're gonna double that shit up. They're gonna give you the low. They're gonna give you the low and double that shit up. So if you would have did 32 months, I think you'd do like 28, 27 months off that. They said they offered him 32, then they came down to 6. But that was only for one of his cases. Sounds like another No Jumper host about. So are they saying they offered him 32 years? And then now they're coming down to 6 years? Because this doesn't really make no sense. Honestly, I don't even know what his cases are. I think guns. And I think the last one, bro, he got like in a scuffle or some disagreement and ended up like spraying bear mace on somebody or something. I have really no full info, but it's just like little things I've overheard. But 3 years, whatever they give him, they're probably going to double it up because if you got a strike, they double that shit up. All right, but yeah, let's see what the Chiracology. I was scrolling through that earlier. Had a bunch going on. Man, it's just so crazy. All these youngsters just got all these crazy guns. Yeah, free Kyra, man. This is the homie, bro. I spent a lot of time with this dude, especially with Jushrill because he's, part of NLB, friends with G Money and Bibby and all them. So he'd be on tour with us a lot. But he'd be part of like G Money and Bibby's crew on their bus with them. But bro, Cairo's cool as fuck, man. I spent a bunch of time with him. I fuck with him. And I think, what did he get, like 5-6 years? He was going after the Venezuelans, right? Damn, trip out. I wonder how they roll out there. Like, because, California, you got the white boys, the essays, the paisas, and the black homies, and the others. Then amongst those, you got the white boys, the Woods or whatever, and then you got the skinheads. And then with the essays, you got the essays and the paisas. And then with the black homies, bro, you got the Bloods, the Crips, the Hoovers. They got a lot of little subgroups in there. And then you got the others, which are pretty much all one. Then you got, once you get to prison and the Native Americans, the Indians kind of get a bit decent group. Then they got their section too, the Native Americans. But yeah, this is just a trip. See him with two Hispanic, I guess I would say, right? Yeah, Cairo's a cool dude though, man. I fuck with him. If you watch his interview on No Jumper, he like shouts me out a little bit and brings me up. A dude close to me tried to assist some dudes in the opening of my back door yesterday. No homo? Should have put no homo after that because, yeah, that don't have the right ring to it. Y'all watch who the F y'all call y'all homies, though. Yeah, man, right in the hood, man, you can't trust anybody, bro. Did Dirk backdoor Muna Duke from jail? How long is this? Should we watch it? Let's see how long it is.
Every day that passed, we keep getting more and more confirmation that Lil Durk is completely overcooked. No bap, it's pretty hard to be confident in your case when you got arrested for a murder for hire by the federal government.
Rapper Lil Durk has been arrested and charged with a murder for hire plot. The Chicago native, whose real name is Dirk Banks, was arrested in Florida by the U.S. Marshals Service. The 32-year-old's arrest comes as 5 other people in Chicago were arrested in connection with the investigation. According to the complaint, Banks and his co-conspirators allegedly worked together to, quote, track, stalk, and attempt to murder a target at a Los Angeles gas station.
It's even worse that this nigga was apparently copping tickets for multiple flights out of the country, trying to make a last-ditch run for it when he was caught. And it's even worse that they literally caught the whole shooting on CCTV and were literally able to track down all the crash dummies involved in like 3 business days. At the time that it happened though, there were already rumors saying that Dirk was involved with this. So when he got taken by the feds, it wasn't a huge surprise. The biggest surprise to me was information that apparently released with new motions filed just 2 days ago, showing how Lil Durk was really the backdoor king behind the scenes. Apparently prosecutors are alleging that not only was Durk behind the murder of Quando Rondo's cousin Lil Pop, but he was looking to put money on the heads of people on his side. In newly released paperwork, we see crazy details in the wake of King Von's murder, that he apparently was trying to take out other O-Block members for not retaliating. Specifically, he was trying to take out King Von's right-hand man, Munna Duke. Unfortunately, and a scary coincidence, just a couple months ago, Munna Duke would get gunned down in a targeted shooting while leaving a bar that many people think that Lil Durk was behind. Man, in order to understand the craziness of what's going on and what might just be the trial of the century, we gotta get into it all right now. But before we do, gang, I'm gonna need you.
And it's like every time the lawyers, and I bet you the lawyers are doing this on purpose, because every time they try to throw something out, then they respond with like, nah, this is everything he's done, blah, blah, blah. No. So I wonder partly if that's the lawyers got a plan with all this to like throw stuff out, see what they say back. And then, you know, it's like chess, bro, on both, well, yeah, I guess on both sides. They're both trying to come up with their shit, not say everything. But then by law, I think the attorney general or the DA or whatever has to officially give everything to the defense and say, this is what we have, this is what we're pushing for. And it kind of seems like they just keep changing it. I mean, they got all this stuff. It obviously don't make Dirk look good, but it just seems like they're a little wishy-washy on everything they kind of coming up with. But there gotta be some dudes talking for sure. There gotta be some dudes snitching.
Do something for me, man. Like, comment, subscribe. We're gonna run to this video, man. Make sure you check out the merch link in the description at staysafeworld.com. Hit that notification bell so whenever I post, y'all tune in, and make sure you hit that hype button, man. We're trying to run to this video, so let's get into this. Chapter 1, the background. Looking at these new releases of evidence has pretty much given us a first-hand view of what Dirk, a protected witness that's speaking on all of the OTF situation, and Dirk's friend Booney Mo would get into a text chain where Dirk would say that he was gonna pipe up and murk these dudes. Booney Mo, seeing how federal this all was, said no phones and just sent a green light emoji. Police would allege in the new complaint that Dirk then gave the protected witness and Booney Mo.
And it's like, bro, they got all the money. Like, you would think that Dirk and these fools would have some of those like crazy like, cause you can buy a lot of cell phones, not a lot, but like LOT, like say you get 10 phones and you can get them where they ain't got no mics in them, they ain't got no cameras, they ain't got nothing, and it sends everything encrypted. Like you can't even talk on it. All you can do is message, but it's encrypted both ways. Cause man, as soon as you do a crime and you got that phone on you, it's a wrap. It's a wrap. You ain't getting away with shit. That phone's gonna say where you were, where you been, and then hopefully you don't text and say, yep, job done. Fucking 5 minutes after some dude gets smoked. It's just crazy, bro. Like, this fool Dirk really got a lot of hate in his heart, huh? I mean, I guess if you lost some homies. And that's why I hate fentanyl so much, because it's took a lot of my homies out the game. So I guess I kind of understand. Like, if there was some dude that's killed a bunch of my homies, but I don't know, man. At some point, something's got to change, though, right? Like, if you keep living in this cycle, then that means your kids are going to grow up in this cycle, and their kids are going to grow up in this cycle. And it's just crazy how Dirk's dad got home, and then his son goes in.
A car and money to pull up to O-Block and kill Munna Duke or anyone that didn't slide for Vaughn. Obviously, it didn't happen at that time, but a shocking shooting in a popular bar area in May has many people connecting the dots. This could have been Dirk's work. Been to Chicago, you know the South and the West are known as the crazy sides with the mad gang violence, the O-Blocks, the West Sides, you know, the crazy ass shit that be going on in the city usually be in those areas, and the Far East and stuff. But for that's a different story. But the North is mostly the nice part of the city city where all the white people and heavy policing are. Don't get me wrong though, crazy stuff does happen there, like the FBG duck shooting in broad daylight, but it seems like people are really only gonna do those type of drills if they're desperately trying to take someone out, no matter if they get caught or not, because there's so many cameras there, you're gonna get caught, you know, eventually. And the police aren't gonna just let this type of stuff happen. The police are cool with all this stuff happening in the south and the west side and far east and all those other sides. They don't really care. They can't really control that stuff, so they're saying like, if you could just keep it over there, we're not gonna do nothing about it. But the minute you do something in one of these nice white areas, there's literal CCTV cameras everywhere, shot spotters everywhere. The police are gonna be there, and they're not just gonna be there and like picking up the remnants of what's left over. They're gonna try to solve the crime, and that's exactly what happened with everyone from FBG Duck. Granted, that was in the middle of daytime, so obviously there's clear footage and stuff like that, but they're probably gonna find out this situation, especially by how crash out these people are. So unfortunately for Duke and Youngin, they were—
Yeah, someone's gonna talk, bro. Like, if you're gonna do something like this, you don't tell anybody. I mean, obviously these guys gotta tell Dirk so they can probably get paid for the job, but man, and that's why it just like, it ain't worth it. Bro, you tell someone and you tell them, oh, I'm the homie, I did this, I did that. You're trying to big yourself up and make people scared of you, but at the end of the day, you just selling your own fate, man. And a lot of times they can't do shit by hearsay, but you get enough hearsays, cops are gonna look into it.
posted up over there, and it seemed they let their guard down while out at a bar, apparently celebrating a member Gleesh's birthday, and it all went wrong. You can see in their IG stories they were basically flexing their Jordans and posted up outside, basically not really showing where they were, but they were definitely showing that they were posted up and what they were wearing and stuff like.
Did they re-release those shoes? Or is that picture from like a few years ago? Because I got those sneakers.
That unfortunately
They're
at
like
around 1:20 a.m. it all kind of went to shit. Witnesses apparently at the bar area in Edgewater were saying that they saw people lurking outside with ski masks and stuff. Obviously that's a red flag, that's looking like a back door, but it all kind of went to shit at exactly 1:20 a.m. when officers responded to a call about a shooting in the Edgewater neighborhood 6300 block of North Broadway. Responding officers, when they got there, found 3 men who had been shot. A 28-year-old man who suffered multiple gunshots to the body was transported to St. Francis Hospital. He was pronounced dead. A 31-year-old man who suffered a gunshot to the chest was taken to the Weiss.
I think Brick just dropped that shit and don't give a fuck, because I've heard that now Dirk's up on another floor, like kind of not locked down maybe. I don't think he's in a hole, but I think he's on another floor where him and Brick were never on the same floor, but I've heard people say that he's up on the same floor with Luz, and it's more of like a lockdown floor or something. But yeah, Brick probably just said, fuck it, I'm putting this shit out. Ah, fuck. What am I gonna call y'all? I don't know, man. My homies, my folks and them, phone him. I don't know, but y'all my peoples, that's for sure. Because this is definitely not a one-way street, bro. This is a two-way street. It takes, both of us to, like, really get it pushing and, tell me what y'all like so I can try to make it more interesting, I guess. Now, I got to get faster at, the topics, and I gotta get better with like the Google search engines. Cause yesterday something happened in LA. I guess 92 dudes got a RICO, and like by Compton, like I think it's the Rosecrans dudes. I think like Rosecrans, Hop Out, YS, and like all that group. But bro, I'm hearing 92 dudes got busted yesterday, but I can't find anywhere online where it happened. I looked at the DA Twitter, DA website press release, FBI Twitter, FBI press release. I looked everywhere and I can't find it. But supposedly 92 dudes, that's a blood takedown, I guess, got busted yesterday morning. But for some reason, there isn't anything online yet. No, I appreciate you, Quick. I mean, you guys, yeah, I mean, I get it. You guys are ganging them, you know? Yeah, I guess I'm gonna have to think about that, come up with something. But y'all my folks. That's just what it boils down to. You know, my peoples. Bro was only 14. Is this music?
Big up, the reason I got my name, cause I was out going on hits. 14 years old, we was out here doing drive-bys before I even knew about the switch. What time niggas...
Is he talking? Did he kill someone that was 14? Who here after Q50 shot in St. Louis? It's 8 in the morning. We spinning, dude. Disco crazy. I don't understand. Bro was only 14. What are you talking about?
The reason I got my name, cause I was out going on hits. 14 years old, we was out here doing drive-bys before I even knew about the switch.
Oh. He was 14 doing drive-bys. I get it. I've been seeing this guy's name pop up a lot lately, dude. I wonder if he just got out of jail or something. 9B Michi and his henchmen sliding in 2 strikers early morning. With the button. And it's like, bro, if this shit was in LA, all you gotta do is show that button and the cops are coming, bro. They didn't shoot there, but I'm sure they were headed somewhere to do something. Or they just driving around like, oh, let's go drive around and get some TikTok and Instagram posts. You know, they love it when we're driving around and we show our guns in the car. ICE downtown Chicago jumping out them vans on mofos. This pic was posted Facebook 2 minutes ago. This is crazy. Fucking old white lady. I wonder, was she like interfering? And her license plate's a New Jersey license plate, right? I think that shit says New Jersey. Just kind of crazy. I wonder what her ass did.
You see what I'm saying? We came back. We did it again. Once more.
This should have never stopped.
Never stopped.
I wonder how much are the red ones?
This should have never fucking stopped. Put a phone. I mean, I'm fucking tripping. It's 6:30.
In the morning, Trey. We getting shit done.
You ain't fucking playing. You hit me? You hit me? Hold up, Trey. He going to the Nothing never came to a sleeper but a dream. Nothing never came to a sleep but a dream. What they say, Top? Nothing never came.
I remember one time, bro, I was going up north to get some packs, and off of Clear Lake, there's this old India casino, right? And we posted up there for the night. I go downstairs, do some gambling. It's like 3-card poker or something. I'm like, all right, let's go upstairs, smoke one. And I come back down, and I sit in the same seat that I was sitting in. It was the same people still sitting there. I sit in the same seat, and I hit, not like a royal flush, but like a flush or something. Bro, clean the table. Everybody just got up and walked away. Because if I didn't come back and sit in my same seat, the person after me would have won that hand, technically, right? I think. I'm not sure if the cards would have still counted out the same way, but they just looked and they were like, bro, fuck this. I won like $1,500 off of like $100 or something. Or like $1,200. Yeah, I don't know how I won, but bro, that dude just started Well, actually with the little chips. It's crazy how this drill shit ages sometimes. Tell me they got an addy, go. Got the location, go. Green light, go, go, go. Look on the news and see your son. You screaming, no, no, pussy. And all them dudes hanging with them. If you know, you know. And it's funny, when I got to the dudes, I was like, damn, did I just accidentally read another one without saying dude? Oh yeah, they were pissed. They all just got, and it was a bunch of old people that go there, and you know that's like what they do, gambling. Like I was just passing through, fucking around. Nice, nice. Yeah, I've hit like $500-600 on the slots. I always go for the Wheel of Fortune ones. Like I want one that has like a spinning thing above it. So if you hit, then you get the spin. This is old. Like I don't know why they post this, but this shit's old, right? And they put Missy Elliott as the best song. Yeah, but I think that shit's old. Now there's a crazy one. Where is it? Where'd it go earlier? When bro died, he got autopsy. They said he was full of that X. No, yeah, slots are fun, bro. You could fucking definitely win on some of those mofos.
I ain't gonna lie, please. You know, motherfucker. Call me at 30. Don't know where I'm at. I put belt the ass me up on all ops and that just we not into it with nobody. We put belt the.
I wonder, like.
Folks just hit 100K. We rappers now, man. Rappers with a W, though. We rappers with a W.
Where'd the video go? Oh, here. THF Bezos in the news. What'd I see about him yesterday? Responds to internet trolls. Oh, yeah, about the Dirk stuff. Responds to internet trolls saying that he's gone broke and back in the hood, effed up since his gang leader, Little Dirk, a.k.a. our holy leader, Mustafa Abdul Malak, the 5-star war general, has been locked for his murder for hire conspiracy case. But, yeah, I mean, bro, what's this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So that's probably like 110K right there.
Uzi don't do this shit. You already know how I'm coming, though, man. Niggas say I'm out here in the trenches, tank top on. You don't have to put the tank on for that.
That's 111.
Guess that tank top wearing off, huh, bitch? Broke ass niggas on.
And these might be 2K stacks. Or that are their 10s. Man, if these are 10s, and these stacks are 10s, this fool's curb serving like a mofo. Yeah, I mean, I think that would be 110. This is a 10 right here, right? I think you can tell by the tone. And then this would be a 10. If this is 1,000 stack of 10s, that's why it'd be so fat. If not, they'd be 2,000 stacks of 20s. So I'm just going to say they're 10s. So we got another 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
I don't even pop it like this. I ain't pop
10.
it enough, you hear me? I ain't ducking shit but the feds and death, you hear me? You know what the fuck going on, man.
I don't know. If those are hundreds, that's 110. If not, that's probably like fucking 40K. You can tell these are some good bands right here, though. I mean, he ain't doing no shows out there, so hell yeah, gotta be trap money, I think, right? I mean, when's the last time these fools did a show? I mean, I'm sure your music numbers ain't giving you nothing like that. That's that cheap-ass outdoor pack, bro. That cheap-ass outdoor pack for like 600, and they're probably breaking that shit down over there. Probably getting like 2,500 out of the Peter. It's like a bunch of these videos are old. This shit's old when that shooting happened through the window. I like the little pistol grip ARs. Like with the little short back. But I bet you when you shoot, it probably rises. Just so crazy, bro. They all just Got a lot of guns.
But I feel like I was on some Juice WRLD shit on this one and one more after this one. I know you don't, I know you don't, I know you don't feel my way.
Is that Butta? That's not a Juice song, right? This is Butta doing Juice's style.
But now I know better.
Hell no, that's not Jay. I think that's a FBG song. Yeah, that's a Butta song.
Nigga disappear. He came out, he got clipped, jumping riding up that he.
This is a trip. Crazy how this dude Jeff rode past his death site and Hardy Boy snippet.
Slamming niggas out, he got clipped, jumping.
Damn, you ain't getting shit past the internet. Yeah, I mean, probably, yeah, a little copying or just influenced. Oh, yeah, these are crazy. This is a video I was kind of trying to get to. Man, you guys are at a stoplight and you jump out waving your guns around. If you did that shit in LA, there'd be all kinds of Karens and people calling the police on you. He needs to get better at his donuts. He should have swung that shit wide. And then, bro, you see both the Glocks got the little the buttons on them. Like, bro, trip out. They don't know they're just hurting all their own people and shit, man. Like, they need to start learning how to do donuts rather than driving around shooting at people. But I guess at least he did better donuts than 4 Extra did, huh? Chief Wook is in my... Who's Chief Wook? Yeah, I mean, I seen some troops already there, bro. I seen a video or picture the other day of them like unpacking some shit. So NBA YoungBoy performs Bring the Hook for the first time, where he shouted out Chief Keef and dissed O-Block on the same song.
Fold up.
We just doom scrolling today, fellas. We just doom scrolling. Oh yeah, man. If they were like back in the days when we had a duel at high noon and they had one shot, these fools ain't hitting shit. They just and half the time they probably still don't hit shit. Doesn't YB got an old ass case shooting a gun in New Orleans? Spray and pray, yeah, bro, that's it.
Drink too loud, I can't help when a nigga screaming fell. I broke a dabber, I know magic, make a nigga disappear. He came out, he got clipped, jumping riding up, daddy slamming.
And so I wonder when they filmed this, if they knew that homeboy lived right there that they were trying to get. Or were they even looking for him this day when they went driving by? .051 Melly, Instagram story after motor Jarro death. This shit's probably old though, right? Hand eczema? What's hand eczema? Oh, this fool went to prom? Damn, just 3 years ago, this fool was at prom. Trip out, bro, how young these dudes are.
Niggas going in front of every time shoot up. The last nigga died. His baby out the truck. Got hit 20 times. I touch like duck. Make it best snort the line before we fuck.
I'm the CIA. Of course I was sad when King Von died. He was like a free assassin. At one point, he was killing more niggas than us. I'm really just sad we didn't get to clone him in time.
Did it stop? This fool was crazy.
I'm the CIA. Of course I was sad when King Von died. He was like a free assassin. At one point, he was killing more niggas than us. I'm really just sad we didn't get to clone him in time. I'm the CIA. Of course I...
All those little type of videos are a trip. Of course I am. Of course I am. Happy B-Day to Domo and C-Day. Happy birthday, fellas.
I talked to bro, he got 2 years ago, he hit my iPad. Lit bitches act the weirdest, they be playing bougie. I'ma act the axe who shot the gun, I play stupid. Whoop the passenger strap with 2 bananas, he'll lose it. Remember spin them G, them block off X and I was woozy. Went to Cali, I spent 2 pints of drink in the jacuzzi. I miss Corday, try.
This studio looks like Kanye's studio right there on Vineland.
And I don't want, I had to zoom in. Send me pics, I'm looking at her background like let me zoom in. I just got 2 diamond chokes from his
Kanye owns some studios right there on like Magnolia and Vineland. It's like a black building, and then it got like a little tiny square window just on one of the walls. But it kind of looks like this one, I think, if I remember correctly.
RM, Richard Philly 30, that bitch dark skin. I sneak all my girls in the club at hoes who got a bartend.
Oh yeah, but they're gonna fuck up my copyright shit. Yesterday, because I listened to all the songs at the end, I'm still going through and like picking them out because it only lets you like delete one section at a time. Then you gotta wait for it to go, then you gotta come back and delete another section. Doesn't really let you like just click a bunch of sections and do it all at once. This must be the visiting room. So Baby Glock. Oh, do they know who's PW1? What's the Reddit saying? Prosecution witness. Protective witness. I mean, bro, I bet you a lot of the dudes are starting to tell now. But it's like I said before, like on my first case, bro, like I never found out who it was. It said confidential informant. And I asked my lawyer, like, bro, I'll fight this. I'll do whatever I can to find out who that was. And he was like, bro, you won't. When it's confidential, man, that shit is confidential. I'm just like, damn. All right, let's go No Jumper, and then we'll go fucking react to the No Jumper show from yesterday for a little bit. This loser really doing a reaction video on Floggo thinking he's going to make it? Hell no. Get him out of here. DDG exposes Jay Cinco. Now the LA Crips after him. I don't know. When Lush talks, it's like static. No meaning, just background noise. I can't remember a damn thing he said because what he says doesn't matter. Bro, you know what's funny? Well, not funny, but you see LeBron James, the sciatica's hurting him, and he's not able to play in the opening games, the first couple of games of the season. And I always kind of wondered, like, professional players, because, you know, after 40, bro, that sciatica starts acting up for the most part. I just always like, what are these basketball players doing? These fucking players do to keep it healthy. But I guess really nothing, because if LeBron ain't playing, there really ain't much they can do for it. You gotta go get stem cells, man. If I was rich, I would already got the stem cells. Long as Bucci don't replace Sus, we're good. Word to my dad. I fuck with Bucci, though. I mean, he needs to, like, chill a little bit and not quite talk so much. And he needs to go back to his drawing board and not, well, can I talk? Can I talk? Like, there's a few things that he needs to cut out and he needs to train past. But for the most part, yeah, all right, dude. It's fine. I definitely got to give Slift Mode credit because he decorates for every holiday. And then he must like Fat Tire L because he got it everywhere. I wonder if he just packs all this up and then brings it out next year or if he just buys new shit every year. Man, they could be related, huh? All right, let's see what the comments got to say on this. MF on there trying to act like he being railroaded for decisions he made. Yeah, true. People nowadays act like they're allergic to personal responsibility. Exactly. What was the decision, though? Them using priors from when he wasn't a family man? Sucks. I think he was on bail for a couple cases and then got caught for this and then got another bail. I thought it was pretty funny that he said he's facing that and then immediately tries to saying he's got kids and he's a good dad. You can't call yourself a good dad if you're doing stupid shit that can get you locked up for that long. Bro cares more about looking gangster than staying in his kid's life. Do enjoy when he's on the podcast, though. Not a total hater. See, that's where I gave a lot up, bro. Once I got the kids, before I do anything, bro, I think about my kids, man. And if I was to get busted, that would change the projection of my wife and kids' life. The damage probably couldn't be undone, especially right now when my kids are going to school and need all, like, the foundation and everything. If you took me out the equation... Shit, I don't know where they'd end up. And my wife's dad passed away like 4 months ago now. My mom, she passed away a couple years ago. So it's like, we really ain't got family. So yeah, that's why I just watch my P's and Q's and don't do no dumb shit because they need me, bro. They need me. So a lot of people don't want to go get a job, bro. A lot of people are scared of hard work and just buckling down. I honestly don't respect some of the shit he did in the past, at least like pimping. Definitely being a real man for your kids is just sucking it up at some point and just getting a real job. If the online shit ain't working, still curious on what his actual charges are. Yeah, it's one thing in California, bro. All that shit's private. Somebody actually has to go to court and listen to the judge say them. I don't think I've ever seen them two in the same room. But if they ever are, we need to get that flick of them together, right? That dude got 2 daughters and keep bragging about pimping. His kid's gonna be on... slow down, Turbo. Yeah. Who knows how much time he's gonna get. I think we're going to find out within like a couple months, though, right? Isn't that what he was saying yesterday? He's going to take 32 months, but got caught the other case, which, oh, okay. So maybe I just got to go watch it. So bingo, he was going to take 32 months, but caught the other case, which is basically make him have to take no less than 6 years. Reason being, he might have to take it to trial, which he said is already bleeding his pockets, so he don't know what to do. Yeah, bro. You go try to take that to trial, whatever that lawyer has you paying now. And that he's using fucking that white dude, 4 Extra lawyer. What the fuck's his name again? Whatever. You guys know what the fuck I'm talking about. But, bro, if they were trying to give him 32 or 80 before he caught this other case, and now they're trying to give him no less than 6 years at 80%, And by the time Sus comes back, bro, his kids are gonna be growing up. I think he has 2 cases, and one of them is offering 6 years, the other is offering 32 months, and he can't combine them. He said they denied that. Yeah, because that's what I did, because I had one 4-year case, and I had another 4-year case, and I was like, bro, I'm just going to waste your time unless you want to just run these bitches concurrent. Well, he wanted to give me 4 years for one case, and then want to give me, in Van Nuys, and then want to give me 2 years in Burbank. And it wasn't the same court, so they couldn't really work on them together, but I told the 2 years in Burbank, I'll sign for 4 years so you get, whatever you're trying to get. Just run that shit concurrent. And they did it. Because, bro, what's the matter to me? As long as you're not giving me any more time than I already got, let's wrap all this shit up concurrent. But if they're not letting them do concurrent, then that means that the system is just kind of over them. Yeah, this is what I kind of heard too. I'm not sure the details, but this is what I kind of heard too. Oh, wow. Fucking, what the fuck's his name? Bro, he showed up to do the interview with Adam with like a $400 bottle of Johnny Walker. That fool seemed like he liked to get drunk and do bumps of blow. Damn, so I wonder... Yeah, and it all kind of... You got a good lawyer? Because a lot of times, bro, you want to use a lawyer that got plugs in that court. Like right here in the Valley, we got Jonathan Kesselman. And that fool, I've had a lot of homies that use that dude, and he knows all the DAs from Burbank, Van Nuys, San Fernando. He just knows them all, man. If they're going to give somebody a deal, they're going to give a deal to... They're going to give a deal to someone that has the lawyer that they like, or they went to law school, or like that dude Kesselman plays golf with all the DAs. Like he puts in the work with them, so that way if you hire him, he can get you a better deal than the average deal because they're giving the deal because of him, essentially. Yeah, I heard the lady was trying to break up whatever was going on, and then she got hit with it. But I think she's the one pushing the big stink. I think she's the one, like, pushing it. I'm not sure, though. I don't really talk to him too much about it. Just what I, what do they call it? Water cooler talk at work. All right. But yeah, bro, I guess we're going to find out what happens in a couple months. Oh, well, someone's unhappy with Tam, huh? I have a strong disdain towards her and all these simp-ass dudes. Can't see that because they think what they dick first before anything. Once that Tory Lanez topic came into play on yesterday's show, that was the icing on the cake for me. She showed her hand prior to that, but that was it for me. F that broad on everything. P.S. Suspect wanted somebody to feel sympathetic for him for his beginning of the show about his timely demise that he may have to sit down. Don't nobody give a shit. Stop being emotional, talking about how I feel for my kids. Dude, you wasn't thinking about your kids when you was doing whatever you was doing. There's some truth to it, man. Before you do anything, you got to think about them kids or your responsibilities. Because they need you, man. They need you.
I've been sipping on this juice and I just hit him for his brick.
Is this Rich Trapper out doing his thing? Tam and Sus lack fairness and maturity both. It'll give Brandon his credit where credit is due. Sus wouldn't even tip to debate Destiny, and Tam wouldn't last 1 minute with Destiny. Yeah, I mean, they're definitely like one-sided. She reads into the chat and everything. She be trying to dress up for him. Chat said I was thirsty for wearing dresses and skirts. Came chill today and they said I was dressed like Hellcat. I mean, once she told the chat that she's listening to them and buying into what they're telling her, man, they're going to have her wearing a clown outfit next week. This is funny. Lucky from Hoodstocks denies Adam 22's application to be his new co-host due to lack of street credentials. So Adam says, I accept. And Lucky says, sorry, Adam, but number 3. And this is the deals right here. So Casey and myself will be interviewing for a new co-host on Hoodstocks. Qualifications: tuned in with all current events, including real news, knows their ABCs, solid name on the streets, and doesn't smoke crack. Did his last co-host smoke crack? Like, why does smoking crack got to be a part of it?
Just got in a squabble at the store on Avalon Century. I'm crazy. I'm trying to take that bitch head off. Look, I was off the Zans. I'm crazy. Bitch, if I wasn't off the Zans, bitch, I would have beat the fuck out of that bitch. I'm crazy. Caught that bitch up, I was sucking her hard, bitch. On me.
Yeah, well, that's why you got your ass handed to you. Because you can't beat up any dudes, so you go beat up a broad.
I'm front sheet foul, bitch. You got beer poured on you, bitch.
Yeah, people like this, bro, just feel sorry for fucking Dub having to say that dude's his brother.
I'm crip. I'm a whole ass nigga. I'm not a female, bitch. Say, nigga, you.
You're just a fucking nut job, bro.
Testing the energy you got down, bitch. You squabble, but nigga, I squabble harder. What's wrong with that bitch? You know what I mean? Homie like, oh, Pimp P, you need to get out again. Bro, nigga, I got him. And I'm going home after that. Nigga, I didn't run, I didn't snitch, she wanna squabble, let's go. Come on. I'm not no bitch. I'm crib.
Well, he ain't got no squabbles, that's for damn sure.
Chains on and all that, bitch. What's up? On me. You think a nigga a dyke, or a he, she, or a female? Bitch, I'm a whole ass nigga. And I'm front you watch crib. Homies get mad.
Well, you definitely got a missing chromosome or something, though. I don't know if you would say you're whole, because you're probably minus a couple chromosomes, but...
They call their homies, I don't give a fuck. I'm crib. I got homies too. And I got a whole ass family. Other than Front Street.
Why does it always look like he's talking with his mouth full? Like, you almost look like, you know how a chipmunk hides all the food up in their, like, cheekbones and up here, so, like, they'll be like this? Like, that's what he kind of looks like.
So stop popping it. My homegirl's right there. I'm crib. Knuckles, she would have fought fast, not slow. Are you talking to him? What? You ain't talking to my homies. Don't care. Bitch thought I was a dyke or something, bitch. I proved that wrong.
Can you imagine this fool on the news once a week? Oh my. Shows, I mean, bro, you seen his 304s. Ain't no one probably trying to steal them 304s. But if this dude showed up with a bad 304, I'm sure they'd be trying to knock her so fast. Just don't snitch on me. Yeah, yeah. Oh, that's kind of cool. LEDs up under the boat. Definitely has a cool look to it.
Hold still for me, man. We're almost there. Big old crab, just like we talked about. Ooh, that's coming alive. Gotta shade that.
Man, they're getting crazy with these AIs. This is an old ass thing. Did someone fall and think that Adam had him come back? Adam, you're the GOAT for bringing on ICP again, but Wack is literally going to ruin that interview. The solo interview you did with the clowns was amazing. The chemistry was great. Why let Rack ruin it with this gang talk? I wonder if someone just rewatched it, because that shit is like 2 years ago now. Maybe not 2, but at least a good year and a half.
I keep fucking up the market. Not too many bitches I did not hit. I don't even think that she love me. I hate me. I just think
They're saying this one looks like Sharp. Yeah, they spoke on it. On Tuesday show, they spoke on it. And then yesterday, Adam and Wack spoke on it a little bit. It's funny. Wack thought he was a girl, too, or a stud. It's like everyone believed that post. Like, Desto's Bister. Everyone just ran with it. Who's this?
Well, that's right. Shit, like
Yeah.
that's
That's year and a half.
That's-
Is he
that's-
almost getting to
nah,
a year and a half?
that's
My
like-
math a little
that's like
fuzzy.
8 months.
Year and
It's
a
like
half?
145 days.
There's 365 days in a year.
365 days in a year.
So 365 divided by 2. I said my math a little fuzzy.
So 180 is 6 months. Like 180 fucking 2 or whatever. I guess Lush was out cruising last night on doing some Fetty challenges.
Bitch.
Lush should do like the 1 minute podcast like Sneeko does in New York on the subway, but in MacArthur Park. You should do the 1 minute podcast with all the bums. I think that would hit, bro. I feel like Lush really needs to embrace the MacArthur Park and just use it all the ways he can. And imagine, bro, you just give the dude like a couple bucks and then that shit gets like 200-300K. That'd be a nice return on your investment. Had to go pass through MacArthur Park real quick. Dante. This is funny right here. He's like rubbing himself, but then right when he puts his hand up, Ash Bash is like, "What you doing, player?"
Studio time. You know what I'm saying? It's just different stuff. Like,
But it's like you going for legacy act.
So, have you ever given anyone else a great advice to see?
You single. You on 4 singles.
you know what I'm saying?
You on 4 singles.
You know what I'm saying? But all right, let's.
You keep looking at me.
No, I was trying to get comfortable in your hand and then.
This is fun. I didn't really watch this one, but Aunt Hefe, when I clicked on it and scrolled through, like he barely even talked. Dijon had to kind of force to get a response out of Hefe. I wonder if Hefe charged him or if he just kind of showed up on the strength.
I don't see you just gonna frisky or something. I was trying to
This nigga trying to cop a feel.
Everybody put metal on there.
Oh my God.
Metal world peace would have let you take a fade by yourself.
And then she like points her ass at him. What a trip, right? What a trip. Young Aunt Sleepy. Damn, suspect will do in a couple years. Time to bring, bro. If they're trying to give him 80, that's 5 years. That's 5 years. Sus come back 5, like he probably like, I'm not sure how old Sus is. We'll just say like 30 almost. This will come back. You're gonna be 35. Gonna be a whole different game out here. Pot Lord Flex almost losing the house his wife's father purchased for him to stay in. Crazy to think I almost lost everything I worked so hard for because of this loser. I really hope the woods put you down in the county. Yeah, for the most part, yeah, like if he's probably gonna go PC, but I'll tell you right now, the white boys, we ain't playing that shit, bro. We are not playing that shit. This dude is going to get his ass handed to him if he tries to fucking... They're going to PC him up, though. It caused too much damage. Oh, damn. Yeah, fuck, bro. Come home when you're 40? Sheesh. I'm so glad, bro. I went to prison when I was like 21. Young. Couple times in the county after that, but you know, a month or two, whatever. That ain't the end of the world. But I'm glad I went and did my time when I was young, bro. I couldn't imagine going to have to sit down right now, say goodbye to my family and everything. It just ain't worth it, man. That's everything I do. Well, I don't really do shit anymore. But when I did, I always thought, like, can this take me away or not? You know, is this guy an idiot? Should I not be around this guy? Is this guy going to cause me problems? That'd be crazy. Sus get out and he got the little hat on. But yeah, I think, yeah, the Wood's going to get this fool. If he tries to not PC up, like, he definitely going to get the fucking dog shit beat out of him. Especially if there was any kids killed in this, then for sure, hands down, bro, he got it coming. But just by this action... There's going to be somebody in there that they're going to vote for it, and he's going to get what he has coming. And I'm pretty sure when they light the fires like this, they're registered as a sexual offender, because the arson, I think, puts an R on your jacket for arson, because, you know, fire gives you like a sexual, like, feeling or whatever. Some weird shit, right? Imagine watching a fire, and then you have an orgasm. It's how some people are hardwired, I guess. This was crazy. I need that threesome with Jayleek and Tam. Adam, make that happen, pimpin'. These fools are crazy. I gotta see what the comments say for this one, though. That brother is starving. When she's on that Bristol flight to Sacramento. You see the other day they posted it, and she was doing the Eminem song with the glasses on. I'm not sure if that was really for Munchie, but that's what, like, the little title said. That don't even sound fun. Not funny, but I'm not mad at it either. That's not an L. I mean, bro, if some dude took down both the female no jumper host at the same damn time, that would make headlines. That would make headlines. Ooh, bro, Tam dated my boy a few years ago back, and he said that cat was trash, and she don't even be trying to give head like that, and she still stay with her mom and dad. She whack as fuck. Now, Jaylee's, with her sexy ass, she can get it any day of the year. And you know when they say, you know, the crazier the broad, the better the shit? I'm sure Jaylee's is a nutter butter. This is a funny post. Fire Lush, have him come in once a week for $100 to talk about how things are going for him now that he's fired. Oh, fucking these guys. You're trying to share him on social medias? Yeah, I think TikTok got like the longest. I think Twitter got a pretty long one too. Yeah, I'm just doom scrolling today quick. I ain't got much shit. But it has to be Adam firing him live and publicly again. So basically, sus career plan. How about giving him a pile of meth and letting him take himself at the zoo minus for extra? Just give Lush some Adderalls and some Nos. He'll be fine. I wouldn't say the full glue, but yeah, Lush definitely helps. He brings a lot to the table. He's pretty knowledgeable on everything. Even though he's not always right, he definitely knows about shit. Does Flacco look skinnier to you guys yet? I don't know, man. I don't really see it. But that one first day he comes back to the warehouse, we're probably all going to be waiting. Oh, yeah, this is it. Backup dancer fucking J-Lease, man. Look at her go. And she even got her O.J. Simpson gloves on. Crazy ass J-Leak. J-Leak. I'm not sure who this Macon Joe guy is, but I've been seeing him post in all the Reddit's paperwork. A lot of this paperwork people have already seen, but I guess eventually if he keeps going, he'll pop up with one that no one's seen yet. No, when I first seen it, I had to watch it a couple times too and be like, is that J-Leak? Damn. I remember when they started it too. I wonder what year was episode 1. But I remember when they started doing the show. Because before the show, it was just interviews and music streams. And then they end up starting this show. But I'm not sure if this show started at the old No Jump original store or they started this at the Santa Monica office. For some reason, I feel like they started it at the Santa Monica office. Not the very beginning of No Jumper, but like not too long after they started. I think late 2016, I met him. And then like 2017, I was like hanging out, stopping by. But me and Gunner used to work downtown at this grow. And then on the way home, we would stop by Hollywood on the way home and go hang out at the store for a little bit, get my trap on. 'Cause that's one thing, bro. I always fuck with Adam because he would just say, set up, and be like, hey, Donnie got you. Sometimes he would say it to people. I'm like, oh, bro, I don't really want to deal with these people. But, you know, you got to take the good with the bad. You know what I'm saying? I know you said, Phil the homie, though. I fuck with Phil, but I don't know how you get us confused. But it's funny. A lot of people always thought I was one of the bikers. Probably just because I have that look and kind of look like him. But yeah, everybody always thought I was one of the biker dudes. All right. I guess let's just keep going down the no jumper rabbit hole. Let's skip through the show yesterday. See if we can catch anything good. Oh, this is dropping today. But damn, they didn't even put the Jew guy. I'm not talking about Jews as in the Jew, but the blood dude named Jew from out there. I thought he would have made it on the thumb. I have no idea who's on the show today. A lot of times, if it's the Friday cast, it'll probably be Ralphie, Evil, Lush, because we're doing the music stream afterwards. No, here, I'll tell you. It's this guy from Hawaii. He like raps. Yeah, probably not for the show, but I'll be there for the music stream.
Man, y'all come visit Camp Full, y'all gonna die. Y'all come Bloods, you know?
Yeah, this
Wow,
dude.
there's Bloods and Crips all the way in the fucking Hawaii.
Yeah.
In the middle of the
This
Pacific
dude's
Ocean.
like
We're from the Braves, bro.
J-U-H
Braves gang. This is home of the Braves. If you recognize the project housings, this is one project housing. Going down, straight down to the next project housing, ops. Down the street is den of thieves type shit.
So crazy. On Hawaii, the island ain't even that big, and to be out there banging, y'all gonna run into each other sooner or later.
In 3.
Installment of the cooler. Been balling like Ben Wallace. Yo, play upon a la Juno.
Yeah, so it's like, man, it's definitely tough. You feel me? When you got the babies, for sure. But you feel me? So yeah, you know, but they deny this. I'm gonna try to keep.
Regardless, though, there is still like, you know, like there hasn't been anything set in stone. There's still a chance that you know,
I
could
got you.
take it
You
to
were
trial
talking
and-
about the dude prospecting or whatever for the HA. No, yeah, Pacific Islanders, there's some big mofos too, bro. Some big old mofos.
I'm gonna have to, you feel me? Because they're trying to use the way that I'm going away now. No.
Yeah, do you care to discuss like what you got going on with that? or-
Yeah, you feel me? I'm definitely facing a cool little amount of time. You feel me? And it's looking like the only way that I'm going away with, like, the only way I'm not going to jail is if I go to trial and beat everything, which is highly unlikely. So you feel me? It's probably looking like I'm gonna be going for a couple summers.
Okay, so regardless, though, there is still like, you know, like there hasn't been anything set in stone. There's still a chance
No.
that, you know, you could take it to trial and
Yeah, I'm gonna have to, you feel me? Because they're trying to use my childhood strikes against me. I tried to put in a Romero to stop them from counting my.
The childhood strikes? No. The Romero Act is a dude that had 2 strikes and they were trying to give him the 3rd strike. So it's called a Romero Act, and you go, and sometimes they'll strike a strike so that way, you know, a lot of dudes get it, bro. If your crime ain't that big, like, I wonder if Sus got 2 strikes in. He might have took deals in the past, because what the cops will do, or the judge, oh, you don't want to do time? We'll give you a strike. Time served. But now you got that strike, so that's 85%. But I don't think they can take strikes from juvenile. I've never heard that before. But you could get a Romero Act and get a strike stricken. And he could be doing that because if he got 1 strike, didn't even get the strike stricken, then he could get halftime on everything else. Because if not, you got that strike, you're doing 85%.
My adult strikes, but they denied it, so I'm gonna try to do another one. You feel me? So my first offer was 32. I caught this last one. You feel me? Then when I went to jail and I got out, now the next offer was 6, and that's just with that case, and not with the new one. And they telling me because I got them strikes that I can't run in concurrent.
Oh wow.
Yeah. You feel me? So you.
Damn, so if that's 6 years and 32 months, that's like almost 2 years. Man, if Sus gets like 8 years, bro, and does 85%, that's crazy, bro. That is crazy.
You feel me? So yeah, you know, we
Prayer
fighting
hands
it,
up
trying
for
to
the
figure it
dog,
out.
man.
Yeah, prayer hands in the chat.
Yeah, for real. Prayers up for Susker.
Also, recidivism in the system. You see, once they put you in jail, they don't just want to let you back out. They want to do a whole bunch of tricky shit, get you back in.
Yeah, for sure.
What the hell is she even talking about? Sus has blatantly broke the law. Like, what the fuck? He hasn't even got out to get to that point that you're talking about.
For sure.
But homie gonna beat that though.
I hope so,
Homie
man.
gonna
You
beat
feel me?
that.
For sure, man. Because it's like,
We need
I
some
ain't even
clemency.
tripping so much because I've been going to jail since I was 12, but it's really about the babies, brody.
Mm-hmm.
Feel me? I got a 9-year-old and a 1-year-old gang, you know? And it's like, nigga, I'm a dad to my kids. So it's like, man, it's definitely tough when you got the babies, for sure. But shit, you know.
Character letters for Sus.
Yeah,
Great
character
dad.
letters for Sus,
This
for
what
sure.
comes with this shit, bro, when you in the street, so.
Judges don't give a fuck about any character letters. I'll tell you that right now. They don't give a shit.
That's what I be telling niggas, bro. Like my young niggas, bro. If you don't got at least $100,000, don't even do no crime.
Mm-hmm.
Because your bail is going to at least hit that paid attorney.
Well, if you a real boss, this is what real gangsters do. If you out there getting the bread, you already have your bail's bondsman that you work with. You already know him. So you leave him a cool 20, 30K in his safe right there. So all you got to do is call and be like, hey, get this guy out of jail. He already got the bread. Everything's going. He's going to move fast. Now you get busted. Hey, get me out of jail. You got that cash, right? Because once you have to get out, and if you scraping up bread to get yourself out of jail and still paying those debts back after you're out, I don't know, man. To me, it just don't seem worth it. Like, I'm not going to dig myself deeper of a hole just to try to buy more time.
Gonna hit that. I've been getting waxed for the last 2 years with this paid attorney bail nonsense. You know how that shit is.
Yeah,
You feel me? For sure. Stay out the streets, because you will be in jail if you don't got the money to fight it. And even when you do got the money to fight it, it's gonna be hard.
It's gonna be taking your pockets every fucking month.
Yeah.
Is Attorney Rosenberg in the mix?
Hell no, that nigga, when I went to jail, he showed up drunk.
Oh, for real?
Yeah, the day I went to jail a month ago, and he rolled in that motherfucker on his knee with a little thing. I guess he was hurt or something. But so I never had no problem with bro either. Like, he had helped me beat my first 3 robberies. And then with some other gun case that I was still fighting, when the new case came up and they told me that they was finna keep me, he tried to say like, oh,
I wonder how Tam now feels hearing all the backstory.
I'm gonna get you OR, they ain't gonna take you. And when he's saying that, I'm thinking, Gus, the alcohol slapped me in the face.
That's not even cool, bro.
I'm like, this nigga in here faded. It's 9 a.m. and you in here lit. I'm like, yeah, nah, this will be my last day he ever see me.
Is that old boy that we had y'all had the interview with?
Yes.
He brought the drink and you was messed up that day?
Yeah, yes. Rosenberg.
It looks like Seth might be having some withdrawals when he hits that county next time, too. It looks a little scratchy and itchy, huh?
Made me puke, so we know what type of time he's on with alcohol.
I had to give me a
I can't even drink with bro.
I got a black man with
decision.
dreads. From a
There you
young
go.
black dude with dreads. You feel me? He, you know what I'm saying? Fighting, trying to get me right, man. For sure.
Good decision, yeah, man. Prayers up for my boy Sus.
Yeah, prayers up for real. What Creep, what you been up to, man? We ain't seen you in a few weeks.
Shit, man, I just got back from New York again. You know what I'm saying? Just been doing a lot of traveling. New York, we did Brooklyn. I went out there to do the NBA YoungBoy shit.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? And then that's it. Just been traveling with them, a few dates and shit. So I'm back now for.
I wonder if he told Jayleese, hey, I'm hanging out with YoungBoy. I bet you Jayleese would do damn near anything to get out there. Get on stage, back the green room.
a few days until they go do the Arizona, San Diego.
No, I ain't mad at him quick. I'd be right there probably doing the same damn thing. I just know from prior experience, when you hit that county jail, it's going to be a rough couple weeks.
And then Anaheim, they got Anaheim November 5th.
And then the problem is when you're kicking, that county cold is no joke, bro. The worst sickness cold I've ever had in my life was in that fucking county jail, bro. That county jail cold is no joke, especially when you're coming down and your immune system's all fucked, not really eating because all the food's nasty, you haven't really adapted to it yet. Bro, that county jail cold, because you got to wake up in the morning to get in a little pill line or sick line or whatever, and all they give you is like a fucking ibuprofen and like some other little shit. Like, they don't give you anything to take it away, bro. I used all my whites, and I was using my Bunkies dirty whites to blow my nose. Man, I was just blowing out balls of green shit, bro. It was so nasty. No, they give you that shit. Like, I've been in the hole. I've been in the hole in all LA County, every hole. But they give you that when you like fighting with the cops or you fucking with the cops, they give you the jute balls. Not everybody gets them. I don't know if they still give them, but pretty much, I heard him trying to explain it the other day. Whatever's on the menu for that day, they dump in a little like dog food thing. No, it looks like a little dog food dish, like a small dish, and they just bake it. So it's pretty much whatever's on the menu that day, they just throw in one pile and bake it into a loaf. I mean, the food's already nasty, bro. So what? I mean, putting it all in one. Now, if you had some hot sauce to put on that shit, you'd probably be good to go.
So they'll be back out this way.
So you've been doing day-to-days basically on that show?
Not necessarily day-to-days. I just, like, because I was already out there. I was doing certain stuff with Krishan. So, you know, we was just, anything that they was close to, that we was close to, we just popped in on them. So
Right.
Yeah.
Do you, on the Adam and Wax show that I was on recently, we were talking about the cancellation of the Chicago date, and what are your thoughts on that?
And now Detroit too, right?
I didn't know about that. But
I low key think that it was a good idea on the venue's part. Reason being, just because, you know, from an inside source, I ain't gonna mention no names, but the plan was for YB to drop in on helicopter, and then they already had like 15 bulletproof black trucks.
Oh wow!
So it's like the fact that you know you got to go into that space. You know what I'm saying? Like that protected. I'm more than sure they wasn't gonna drop back into that tour bus into the next state over. You get what I'm saying? So I feel like if you had to go somewhere that protected, you shouldn't be there anyway to begin with.
True.
Yeah, no, I mean,
Hell no. I think Young Boy should have performed there, bro. Hell no. That's what we all want to see. You're doing it for entertainment. And if he would have flown in by helicopter, landed, came out, performed, and got back in the helicopter and split, that shit would be boss status.
it definitely seemed like a huge liability to me, and that's pretty much what I said to Wack, and Wack was like, he was like, no, that show should not have been canceled. I wish that, you know what I'm saying? Like, so.
I mean, you know, according to the artist, like, you know, the type of time that we feel like we own, it's like, hell no, don't cancel the show. Like, I'm built for it tough. But just overall for the safety of the people, you know what I'm saying? And you know, and it not being a liability for the venue and them having to pay out so many different insurances and shit like that, like, on you know, just a business move, like, it was definitely the best way to go.
They was liable to get sued that night, 100%.
Well, I mean, remember, you know, Lil Tim was performing with that fool on a lot of his shows.
Exactly.
So he's probably
Niggas gotta think of their family. Niggas gotta think of their fans, one. Niggas gotta think of their family, their entourage, nigga. I'm sure, nigga, your family in the crowd. Y'all see how he didn't have
His young boy, he got his son in the front.
There,
all the baby mamas.
Yeah,
mama, all that, everybody. So it's like, nigga, it ain't even just about you. Like, fuck these niggas, we over here, nigga. Your whole family here, gang.
Yeah, you're getting dropped in the helicopter, not your baby mama, not your son.
Just because if they don't.
I'm sure the family would have skipped that show if they were asked to or told to. And then I wonder, do they have their own tour bus? Like, how are they traveling around on the same tour bus with them?
Shoot you, that don't mean that one of your people can't get here. You know,
shit,
especially
and not even just him, it's just like, nigga, the gathering of all of the people, period, from Chicago is gonna cause some shit. You know?
Yeah, I heard that he was supposed to have a couple people on stage.
It was cracking here, so you know it's gonna crack here.
So the dude Lil Tim was a guy that was involved in the altercation.
Yeah, with King Von.
Yeah,
but I also heard that the GDs is supposed to be on stage with him too.
I wouldn't be
so
surprised.
obviously that would have caused a problem.
I wouldn't be surprised.
You know, I think they made the right idea. Obviously, you ain't trying to give up.
Doing a show in Chicago, period, just sounds crazy. Doing a Young Boy show sounds crazy. Young Boy show in Chicago.
When the last time we seen somebody from Chicago perform in Chicago? Like
Dirk.
Chief Keef or Dirk? Dirk was the last one.
Yeah, Dirk performed like a week before they raided his ass.
That was right before he went to jail,
That was like a big fuss. They made a big fuss about that too. Like he had to get all kind of police.
It took him years to be able to perform back up.
He had to get all kind of permits. He had to get like all that kind of shit.
Damn, we just hit 2 hours though, bro. This time probably comes by pretty fast.
The community.
I remember that.
Made something out of nothing.
But I always thought it was crazy how when they did the rest in pieces, it's like all up on the scoreboard, right? Literally like on the jumbotron scoreboard.
I wish we had some timestamps.
And you know the way
fools
fools be saying, "Oh, we up the score."
It showed the score.
Nah, they didn't show scores like numbers, like 7.
But he had pictures of everybody deceased. It was more like a shout out. I don't see the scoreboard.
No, but it was like it would just show all the people that had tragically lost their lives to this, violence.
That's different.
But you know the way these fools be thinking about shit, like that could be like a little joke. You feel me? Like
a joke, but he put in the other people from the other side too.
Exactly.
The scoreboard, bitch. Like,
now I was tripping when I woke up. I seen a picture of NBA YoungBoy by the King Von mirror. Obviously, it was AI.
Yeah.
But I was like, wow, what if bro really would have did that?
Right now.
Yeah, bro, I just seen a video of Kobe playing 2K.
Oh
I
my
seen a
God.
video of Kobe, Epstein,
Tupac, grocery
that
store.
shit had
This
me
shit
hot.
looks
Bro, that
Like,
shit
y'all playing with influence. He was never influential when it came to swag.
He
was
took that from
influential when it came to
Pharrell.
rap.
He took the bathing ape from Pharrell. Then he
Mr.
took
Me
the
Too
rockstar
style.
shit from Dipset.
From Jim Jones
Yeah.
and them, you feel me, nigga, with the big belt buckles, with the skull heads on it, with the chains on the pants and all that, wearing chrome hearts 25, 30 years ago.
No, Jim Jones dressed like he spent too much time in Miami. That's how the Miami dudes dressed. Like they were still wearing all that True Religion and all that affliction type shit when I went to Miami. That shit was out of style in LA a long ass time ago. But over there, they were still all sporting it, feeling like they look all spiffy.
I didn't know that shit
was
even
all
existed.
Yeah, exactly. That was only
Jim Jones was one of the first niggas. I remember seeing it as a kid. I'm like,
it was only
Chrome
rock
hearts, Chrome
bands that
hearts.
were
Rock
before.
bands.
You would
And
see,
like Usher.
Yeah,
Now it makes sense.
And rock bands and like the Middle Eastern dudes in LA all wore that shit.
Why he trying to get on it? Like, give me some free clothes, and you ain't
Well, I
giving no
think
free
because
clothes.
he got
Pioneered that shit.
that privilege from being one of the first people to be photographed by Supreme and get put on the Supreme shirt.
Exactly. I
So
was
he
gonna
gets
say that
love from
too.
Supreme, but Chrome Heart's not getting money like that off the black community. So they're not gonna feel obligated to put you in clothes and give you free shit like
Shit,
that.
I would think they are getting a lot of money from the community now.
Not
like
enough to
Jordans
justify
and
nothing.
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, they're not giving. You gotta understand
Not
the
like
way.
True Religion.
Chrome Hearts is like a high level luxury brand that
Yes.
kind of operates
Well, shit,
operates
they
on the
could use
same
Jim
principles.
Jones as the mascot to get more money out the black community.
No, for
But
sure.
they don't make enough for that to be their incentive to even
and-
try to dive
No,
into
no, but
that.
you gotta understand the way they. But they
And they have mostly custom stuff anyway.
exactly. It's all custom, limited drops,
Very
limited
expensive,
pieces. They're
very
not
limited.
giving away
When-
shit.
When was Chrome Heart founded?
Like shit, Chrome Heart.
Yeah.
Yeah, I want to say earlier.
I ain't gonna hold you.
Yeah.
I thought
It's a
yeah,
husband
Jim
and wife
Jones
family.
definitely
It's
like he
a
sell
family
8 for
business.
80.
I
Husband
thought
and
it
wife
came out in the
team and
last
their
5
kids.
years or something.
No, it's like a husband and wife family, their kids. So they're not giving him some free shit so you
They getting
can
big
flex it on the
bread.
gram.
They getting big bread. I be seeing them reselling jeans for like $15K.
Dude, speaking of Ozzy, on Hulu, they got like a hair rock documentary series. I just watched the first one yesterday about Randy Rhoads. Man, that dude was a legend, bro. I mean, Ozzy was a legend too. But yeah, Randy Rhoads on that guitar. Now I'm watching the second one that's about Enemy, some death crazy metal band, but the lead singer like went cuckoo or whatever. It's kind of interesting.
Just saw a mini skirt for $18,000 yesterday.
That's wild.
Bro, fools will get on waiting lists for a chance to buy like
Speaking of Chrome Hearts, I got some Chrome Heart glasses on me.
Okay, that's fine.
Show
You know what
him.
I'm saying?
One of my homies had spent like it was like 20, 25 bands on the Miami Chrome Heart jeans, and they look like just like a regular pair of jeans.
Guess how much these?
No, yeah, I definitely fuck with the 80s metal bands. That was probably an era to be alive in Hollywood when the metal bands were going and all the clubs were just blowing up and the rock star lifestyle, bro. My mom's husband, rest in peace, he passed away a long time ago, but that's the era he grew up in, and he was like, they called him the roadie from hell. But Dizzy from Guns N' Roses was at my mom's wedding. Ugly Kid Joe. That dude actually did some of the tattoos on me. Fuck, what's his name? He was like in the band. He played guitar or something. But I knew, my mom's husband knew a bunch of those dudes from Ugly Kid Joe.
These guys.
They're Chrome Hearts.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah,
45
Motley Crue, they're fucking gangsters too, man. They crazy lifestyle, right? And that's back when you were famous, famous. Like nowadays you see Instagram posts, you see people pretty often. That level of fame just ain't the same anymore. Back then it was like just different, bro. The gap was way bigger between normal people and famous people. Now it's like they're all mixed together and you like, because they would go certain places and you hear stories of like, oh, other famous people be there. Nowadays, like if Kim Kardashian posts something, the next day they got 1 million people trying to sign up and be there too. So like the exclusiveness, I kind of felt like went away. Because if we got a couple famous people here, then we could tax all these regular Joes for more because they're here. You know, what are they going to do?
I feel like you got them for free.
10 fingers, bro.
Oh, okay.
From my
Snatch 'em.
pocket. Give me those.
You one of them, huh?
My friend didn't need these.
Okay.
I got Cartiers.
Okay,
you
okay.
go.
That's mine.
He said,
If you
ain't-
see me wearing them, I got them. You finally, I've been exposed.
I've been
I took them.
exposed.
Hey, if you're wearing Cardis though, if you have buffs on you, like it's not real unless you take them off someone else's face.
Oh no, I got
snatch them.
Actually, low key, that kind of did happen with my cards, but my boy brought them to me. But he definitely stole them from his people.
As you know, that's like typical. That's,
I gotta get somebody to start stealing from me.
Yeah, you gotta hire a gypsy. You gotta
need
get
a
one.
booster on your squad.
They're gonna
Yes, I was
steal
gonna
from
say-
him, and then they're gonna help him look for it.
Oh, I thought gypsy was a derogatory term,
That's a tweaker. Tweakers will steal your shit and help you look for it.
but I really love their community.
We the gypsies in Long
You
Beach.
love their community?
I love the gypsies.
You never seen my Big Fat Gypsy Wedding, the TV show?
Oh yeah, I mean, like I've been around the Romanis.
The Romani people.
gypsies. Yeah,
Lit.
like,
they're like Jersey Shore people.
She's totally tripping, but what gypsies really are, gypsies are like, especially from Europe, they're like they're kind of like hippies, sort of. Like they just travel around in their vans, try to freeload off of communities, try to get whatever they can, and once they burn out their welcome, they just boogie on down the road to the next area, and they try to gypsy everybody there.
They teach you how to hustle.
And they
I think she's thinking gypsies are like the Egyptian gypsies and like old school kind of gypsies. I don't think she's really thinking about gypsies today.
Versace?
And they rub balls.
I'll say this.
They like
though.
fly shit. They be working.
They definitely
They don't be
are
working.
gonna get to the bag.
Yeah.
They're gonna get to the bag however they have to.
I like that.
Don't ever give them your PIN number.
Hell
I'll
no.
say that.
Don't tap your ID out around them.
Shouts to all my good gypsies out there. First show shop. With
There's
that
been a
being-
lot going on this week.
Yeah. Since this is one of your female contemporary superstars.
Very sad.
Yeah. What do you think about this,
Sweetie?
Yeah.
She's down horrendous this week. She's been exposed. I don't like the headline of saying she's been exposed for finessing a goofy international soccer player, but
Let's
keeping
go,
all the
Flacco.
money to
Flacco,
herself.
that's crazy. Let's go, Flacco.
The friend Maybach May, which you should never trust a girl Maybach in the name. Come on, Rick
Facts.
Ross, has introduced multiple high-profile women to high-profile men for a money exchange, and allegedly she hired Saweetie to do an appearance at the United Soccer thing, and she introduced him to Jadon Sancho. I'm gonna say Sancho because that's Sideman. You feel me?
that is a
To
side
run the
guy.
same play and have a cash out, but then Sweetie told him not to pay her because they fell in love.
Let's see what they got to say about the Brandon debate.
By the way, I will say that Adam said
Normally I scroll through and I can see when they pull up the little screen. It's like, all right, new topic.
that Brandon did by far the best of any of the people that even attempted to debate Destiny.
I mean, of course, it's Brandon.
But no, it's not because it's Brandon.
No, it
fucking
is,
Long
bro.
Beach
This is
Blazer.
bro. Brandon.
It's because
Brandon's whole brain is complacent with this.
Yeah.
Like that's his thing.
But you have to keep in mind also, Brandon. Most of the people there were all just fans of Destiny. This wasn't like a.
This is the perfect opportunity.
But for
say
them
it.
to be like fans of Destiny, I do give all the attendees. I don't really like to call people fans. I feel like, I don't know, but all the attendees, it seemed like they were giving Bucci all the like respect. They weren't booing and throwing tomatoes at him. Essentially,
wasn't Charlie Kirk like at a campus like with a bunch of people
But I'm
that
saying
are going
this,
there just to like.
But this is a perfect opportunity for somebody who's black, overweight,
for sure,
in America. And I'm not even like shooting on. I'm just saying though, they would look at Brandon and not expect that education from him.
Well, no, they as soon
Man,
as
that nigga just be
as-
sounding smart. That nigga just be cheating. Man, look, just because you can study good don't mean that you smart. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I mean, isn't that what it takes to be smart? Is to study good. I mean, that's one of the components. Yeah, common sense, all that a big part. But if you don't study and you don't know the knowledge, I don't, how is it supposed to work out?
who's
Rehearsing.
You feel me? Just because
Yeah.
you can rehearse good don't mean that you smart, nigga.
We
No,
gonna
he came in.
We're gonna judge him off
He
this debate.
came in
then.
with the Trump. They saw him. This is what Adam said. That he had the Trump shirt on, and then like the curators of the debate were like, "We need this guy." We
And
need
he
this
said
guy
he wasn't
right
going to talk.
now."
He demanded $100.
Yeah. Then he made him break him off a fucking C note.
You should have tried to
That's
get
right,
200.
boy. Get your bread. Let's see.
To be honest, he probably could have held off and got like 5 of them. You feel me?
He might get 5 now because of this. But let's see
Let's
it.
take a look.
Now I wonder if this helped Brandon's numbers go up on his channel.
Microphone right up to your mouth if you can.
Do I say a statement or you ask?
Whatever you want to do. I think Trump's wrong about basically everything, so we got a lot to talk about in terms of ground to cover.
The far left is nothing more than a coalition of fragmented groups standing on a platform of pure hypocrisy.
Okay.
That's my belief.
Can I ask, when you say the far left, who are we talking about
These
here?
people right here in this room.
Okay.
And he's just like assuming, right? Like, are they all far left? Maybe. I mean, he was walking around talking to him, so maybe he has a better idea than I do.
He's cooking off ribs.
Okay, so help me sort this one out, okay? Because this is my common rebuttal, okay? So when I ask people, like, who are the far left, okay? I get an answer like this, okay?
Right.
But then when they ask me and I talk about the far right, I would say the same about, like, Congress. So, like, I feel like as much as I love my fans and you guys are powerful, I don't know the capacity for changing the character of the United States or California or even LA. But for Republicans, I feel like they're changing the character of the entire country at an accelerated rate in a way that I really don't like. How
I mean, but before this, the Democrats were changing everything. It's like one side changes shit and the other side tries to change shit back, but I'm not really sure. Because once they started saying trans can play different sports and the bathroom and all this shit, like that wasn't coming from the right. That was coming from the left.
How can I make these two things equally threatening? Like, make me care about, you know, crazy college kids that are far left.
I mean, Destiny probably likes to go in the fucking bathroom and see some fucking transmissions, though. You're probably like, yeah, we're doing something.
Well, the youth are the future, right? That's what we've been taught since we were born. The children are the future. So the reason why the far left leaning college kids are an issue is because these are the people who old people like me will hand this country over to. And we're in a time where, you know, it's an unprecedented access to new information, right? So you pretty much can go out and find something that supports what you want to believe within 2 or 3 seconds or minutes. It wasn't like that in the 60s. It wasn't like that in the 70s or the 80s. People had to actually go search for, you know, they had to go do research. You had to go to a library, open a book. And you know, when you're searching to find what you want to believe, like support for what you want to believe, oftentimes you'll find things that go against what you believe, but they make a lot of sense, right? Research is necessary. Now you put on TikTok, you got 100 people, an echo chamber saying exactly what you're thinking, and you really don't have a need to do any type of research. And that's the age we're in.
Sure, so I don't necessarily disagree with some of that. I mean, I would say that every age brings with it like access to information in ways that we didn't have before, right? And, you know, the printing press and, you know, radio and then TV. I think was Vietnam the one that they called the TV war, or whatever, the first where you had people that had like video footage of soldiers coming back wounded and stuff, and you had a lot of college kids protesting that. For Iraq, that might have been the first time we had like embedded units where we were getting like reports like on the ground and video footage and everything, and now we're seeing, you know, 4K drone high def footage of people blowing each other up in Ukraine, Russia, Gaza, Israel. Like I do agree the information is increasing. The one thing I guess I don't like or that I'm confused about when it comes to college stuff, when I look at like kids who are 18 to 22, aren't you supposed to be like kind of stupid? Isn't that like the time of your life to be crazy? Because
maybe back in the day, but nowadays with all the information, I just don't know how big of an excuse there is. Like, yeah, you could be finding your way, figuring out what you like, blah, blah, blah. But there's enough info out there that you should be able to, you should have the answer to your question by the end of the hour, if you care that much about it.
Talked to some like 20-year-old kid and I was like, tell me about your political outlook. And he's like, well, I'm a strong supporter of institutions and fiscal responsibility. I'm like, God damn, this is the most boring fucking household ever. Right? Like, aren't I always like crazy? Isn't that normal?
Well, you know, Kamala Harris said the same thing about college kids being stupid, and look what happened to her. She didn't get elected, right? College kids are not stupid. They're in school for a reason. You know who's stupid? People sitting out on drugs.
That's not what he said.
They're stupid. College kids are in an age of where they're sitting out on drugs.
That's not what he said.
Kids are not stupid. They're in school for a reason. You know who's stupid? People sitting out on drugs.
That's not what he said.
They're stupid. College kids are in an age of where they're learning, and they're trying to grow into people who can like facilitate the continued prosperity of this country. The problem is we're not giving them a chance to.
Yes, it is true. I think it's important to note that Destiny, for those who don't know, is on camera blowing dudes.
Oh.
In case none of y'all.
So he's gay.
What?
Yeah,
it's like you can't win them arguments, man.
He had a
Wait, what?
I'll say it again.
Destiny, the man he's debating, is a gay man.
He's blowing
gay man.
meat flutes?
He
He got a lot more problems than just being a gay man, though. That fool got all kinds of, I mean, all kinds of shit, but like, definitely got some issues going on over there.
He has played the skin flute. He's played Beethoven's Fifth on the skin flute.
I can't defend him
at all, bro. Like I can't.
But it's not about him. It's about what he's saying. But I knew that if I said this, I was going to get a reaction.
But listen, bro. But that means that his education and his whole mental kind of like sways to a whole different side of a straight man's.
Well, I mean, yes, he likes dick.
That's what I'm saying. I can't. I don't. Destiny likes dick, bro. That's what it is.
Yeah. And look, I personally.
Oh my god!
I don't give a fuck.
Destiny likes dick.
I
don't believe nothing.
Dick, why? Who cares if he likes?
You're right. You're right.
Because guess what? Who is like Milo Yiannopoulos was like an openly gay dude.
I don't even know who that is. That sounds like that sounds like a Monopoly property,
he
bro.
Is gay. And you know who he is? Let me tell you who he is. He is basically was another version of Fuentes, Charlie Kirk.
But he was gay.
Right, but he was gay, and that made him super powerful because it's like
gay powers.
No, well because
he was speaking out.
I don't know if it gave him a lot of power, but it definitely gets a lot of eyes on you. Definitely gets you a lot of attention. I don't know if it gives you power.
Against his own people.
Yeah.
Super
gay.
I'm gonna turn gay.
It's like this.
He turned Super Saiyan and turned gay.
Okay, y'all understand like Candace Owens being a black woman and her being like having a lot of like, leaning ideology. Why that's powerful as far as the conservatives.
Facts.
Same thing with having a gay dude.
It's just different when
he's on TV. Like we don't need to get married.
Yeah,
it doesn't even matter.
You feel me?
Gay marriage is not. It doesn't matter. Like
he's pushing against the gay agenda, but he's a fucking gay guy. So you can't tell him
on there
he's
dressed
homophobic.
crazy.
You can't call him homophobic. Do you understand how dangerous?
So
that
he a
is?
closet gay.
No,
I don't think it's dangerous, Lush. I think it makes you look like a fucking idiot. Not Lush, but the person he's talking about.
A self-hating
I'm about to
gay.
say he like Rich Trapper.
He's a self-hating gay.
Is he like Rich Trapper?
He definitely a closet gay.
He's a Rich Trapper. He's a Rich Trapper.
Nah, but I don't think he's a closet gay. Rich Trapper's a closet gay.
No, Milo was on TV with
Sus
makeup
is just like he's at
on.
home. He got his hand on his balls, drinking. Fucking, he keeps opening his leg. Hopefully he got fucking boxer briefs on, or fucking gonna get a fucking dick slip.
Like dressed like Captain Crunch, but
That'd be
saying
good for
fuck gay
monetization.
marriage and this and that. He's
That's like Rich Trapper.
That's a contradiction.
he's out for his people. Yeah.
So is Destiny outspoken with his gayness, or is he?
No, look, he's outspoken with not giving a fuck about it. So he had a so it's deeper than that. He had a girlfriend for a long ass time who was pretty fucking hot, right? And like she was known in his community or whatever. And she was like fucking.
But she's crazy too, because they had like an open relationship and she fucking other people. Like, I just don't understand. If you're trying to raise a family and kids, and your kids don't see you like really being loyal to each other and seeing you running off and screwing other people, like what kind of example are you giving to your kids with that?
Other dudes, and he was cool with being.
Nah, you got a point
like,
about that, Tech.
He's like,
right?
I'll say that he has some odd proclivities sexually. You know what I'm saying? But should that have anything to do with how we judge the merit of his conversation or his opinions?
No,
absolutely not.
No, not at all.
But I just thought that would be interesting.
For me, I wouldn't.
It depends on what these opinions are about.
Okay, but things like so.
Yes, it does.
Once he starts talking, if we do with the opinion, yeah, like.
So I do agree that college kids for
parents learn through experience what older people like their parents already know.
What do you think is, so I do agree that college kids for demographic reasons, and like if you're going to college, you're probably a little bit more intelligent. You go there to get more intelligent. Like I agree with that. Have you ever played like board games or whatever?
Have I ever played board games?
Well, there's sometimes people are making like role-playing games. They've got like intelligence and you got like wisdom.
Right.
Some people might call like street smarts or book smarts or whatever. However people are life experience, common sense versus, knowing things. Like college kids can be smart, but oh my God, they must be fucking stupid, right? Like you'll see like a guy who's 22, graduating college, maybe 21 early, like drunk driving or making the dumbest decision ever for the first time, crashes his car, gets his girlfriend pregnant, whatever stuff. Because like, man, their kids are dumb. They make dumb mistakes. They do that. It'll happen. There's no way, like part of the learning experience is making those mistakes and being crazy and being cringe, isn't it?
Yeah. This is a bad
Mark Zuckerberg's not stupid. He was that age at one point and he created $1 billion company. the more access you have to information, the less ignorant you are of what's going on. I could see the college kid, like Ferris Bueller's Day Off or something, like back in those days, yeah, you kind of were expected to be a little bit dumb and gullible, but now people have information, they have answers to things at the touch of a button. I don't think they're as ignorant or as stupid as we would like them to be.
But I mean, like,
I think the Democrats banked on that, and it like blew up in their face. And I think that's one of the hypocritical aspects of the far left, is that they expect everyone to be so dumb that.
But it's funny, he keeps saying far left, and I heard Destiny say far right. Most people land in the middle, though. Like, very few people land on the far right or the far left. Most people are like kind of in the middle and then lean one way or the other, I think, right?
They don't actually think, about the issues that they're expected to go vote on, and they just take somebody like Maxine Waters' word for it, somebody like Kamala Harris. Like, do you think? I don't think Kamala Harris is smarter than the average 21-year-old college student. Honestly,
I think
they can string a sentence together. She can't.
Kamala Harris. If she can't string a sentence together, I have no idea how much you're paying for Trump translations, because there's no way you can understand anything that guy's saying. But like, okay, but let me just back up one more time to this, and then we can move on to the next thing.
Both suck.
Do you have any kids?
Yeah.
You ever yeah. You ever have somebody who doesn't have kids try to tell you how to be a parent?
Here's the real question.
Yeah.
Do they?
No. Well, most of them probably don't.
Like, how are you turning into do they?
But I'm just saying that, like, no matter how smart somebody is, every parent's had that experience where somebody who doesn't have kids is there telling them, what they're doing. And it's not about them being smart or stupid or whatever. It's just they don't have the experience, the lived experience, right?
This is why your premise is totally bad faith, because your audience is a bunch of people who don't deal with the everyday struggles that you and I deal with.
Brandon's doing good. Let's be honest,
hold on.
guys.
You can talk to them.
He's doing
Listen,
pretty fucking good.
do you know how much I care about an illegal criminal alien immigrant when my daughter says, hey, Dad, I need $4,000 for club volleyball? I'm like, I don't care about that. This is my issue that I have to deal with today. And when they have kids and they have to deal with paying for daycare, feeding those kids, providing a place for those kids to live, they're gonna care a lot less about some guy in El Salvador getting due process when he's a criminal.
It depends on what your lived experience is, right?
No,
like when I was growing up, there were family members of mine that were criminal, illegal immigrants because
and all the money we give to them.
What was that again?
I said it's hard for him to push all of these America First type topics. Like, that sounds cool, yeah, when my daughter needs this and when people have to pay for childcare, what about that? But you would also sit here and back all the money we give to Israel, and you would stand on that because you're too right wing to be America First. You're not a patriot.
But then, in the same sentence, be like, you fucking Jews. you know,
fucking Jews. Kind of all over the place.
So yeah,
I think Brandon did a good debate on that.
It's not bad, but Destiny's not going hard on them, but it's not bad.
You know what I think about that too, though, Sus? I think Destiny finally met somebody with an education who he's probably like intimidated by.
Mm-hmm.
You're looking at a strong, intelligent black man. This is a man who's really talking to you and really correlating with what you're saying. He's giving you good rebuttals. He's having good points. And just the way he's speaking with his hands.
And the trick with it is Destiny isn't saying much, so he's letting Brandon do all the talking. And when you let someone do all the talking, you leave it up for everyone to pick it apart. The less you say, the less they can pick apart.
And he's speaking like he's in the government.
Well, I know his fucking emotional support animal is gonna fucking speak up.
Come on, man, you know that. But let's be real though. Did he not hold his part? Part up?
No, he's cooking. He's cooking.
So
he's
a
competent debate.
I think this is the beginning of something that's new for Brandon.
There goes the head. There goes the head.
These type of debates, I think that's what he thrives for.
He's gonna catch it.
Let's keep watching.
Catch
it. He's about to fucking. The dynamic's gonna shift pretty soon, fellas.
My family comes from Cuba,
shit.
but now the difference is my mom loves the illegal immigrants from Cuba. She doesn't like the ones from South America or from Mexico.
Cubans traditionally hate illegals.
Well, once they're here, they do.
Yes,
of course. That's
I don't think so, bro. I don't think college. I think he's just super into this shit or something. But yeah, I don't think he's like educated.
I'm just saying, you can't say, you want to say Cubans hate illegals. They all wanted Elian Gonzalez to stay when he floated over.
He was legal.
No, he wasn't. They caught him in the, they were illegal. They were immigrating illegally.
Okay.
Yes, he was in a fucking floating
But did he
boat.
touch the soil?
So do asylum seekers.
No. You're being disingenuous. There was a law where Cuban immigrants.
Yes, we had us
they
wet foot,
touched
dry
the
foot.
soil,
I
they're
understand.
legal. So let what's his name? Elian Gonzalez. Hey, let him stay. I want him to stay because that was the law of the land. So that's the difference.
But we're not talking about just what the.
I mean, I think if you come in here to work and be productive and help society one way or another, fuck it, bro. Let them all in. That's what this country's built on, is all of our different shit and influence and everybody here. That's what makes America so different, is because we've got all these different cultures and everything. But yeah, I think they're talking about fucking like when say hi to my little gun, the Cuban refugee crisis or whatever it was. That was like the 80s though.
No, we're not talking about just what the law is. I'm just saying that people can have different.
We're not talking about the laws.
We're not talking about just what the law is.
Oh, just what the laws.
No.
Well, that's what I live my life based on.
Well, we can change the laws, right?
You can, so go vote. Stop complaining.
We can do both. I have a First Amendment and the right to vote. But I'm just saying it's interesting to give so much credence to Cuban immigrants, but not to people from Mexico or South America.
Don't love them as much.
Why?
Because the Cubans believe what I believe, and they
so do a lot of Mexican immigrants and everything too.
And I love those Mexican legal citizens.
Sure.
But as far as the illegal immigrants, ship them back.
Sure. Okay. That's a perspective.
This is a very simple thing to understand.
Well, it's not as simple. It's a complicated conversation,
it's
right?
It's really not.
If it was so simple, then Trump wouldn't have failed miserably for his first 4 years, and we wouldn't go these 4 years without him also failing miserably. By the end of these 4 years, Trump will not have any immigration legislation, number one, and he won't deport more than 1 million or 2 million people, number two. I guarantee you by the end of these 4 years.
That's totally fine. So why are you guys using that as a political talking point? If
I'm not. You wanted to bring it to legal immigration, so that's what we're talking about.
What you're actually afraid of is that what's going to happen is the same thing that happened with Kamala Harris during the campaign. Trump came up with a good idea that gained a lot of traction when it came to getting votes, and Kamala Harris jumped on it. No tax on tips. You're afraid that the Democrats will adopt Trump's policies because they are the policies that resonate with voters. So you have to take the college kids, the people with no real responsibility yet. I'm not trying to devalue you guys' experience. I'm just telling you, have you ever looked at a freaking mortgage that was like $5,000? Have you ever, most people have not at this stage in their life.
I mean, did I miss something, or how did we get to this?
Voting all the time on wisdom. I saw Republicans celebrating the fact that they were going to have a tax deduction on the interest rate that you pay on a car loan.
I saw you.
None of these people have any idea what this even means, but they were celebrating it. So the idea that people have some nuanced understanding of tax brackets.
Republicans celebrated a tax on car loan. I saw you guys celebrate some dude getting shot in the neck and make a joke and laugh about it.
You guys.
Which one is worse?
I would say the one that's worse is the president tweeting videos of Venezuelans getting blown up in the ocean. Wait, you acknowledge that if celebrating the Charlie Kirk thing is bad, the Venezuelan thing is real bad.
The Venezuelan issue, why is that bad for me as an American?
Wait, do you not care when other people are killed?
Human being.
Do you know that people in other countries don't give a damn about what happens to you in America?
I don't care. This is our government.
They probably actually wish the worst upon us.
Yes, I have. This is our government blowing up other people. Why am I not allowed to care about that?
But you care about the government and what they do when it's something you don't like. But when the leadership of the government is duly elected, you go and you tear at the validity of it as if, like, you don't respect the government, so why care about what they're doing?
If Biden was also
overthrow it. With the
if Biden, yeah, I know you guys tried that and failed once. If Biden was doing this, if Biden was doing it, I would criticize Biden as well. I know it's inconceivable to MAGA sometimes. You could hold your own accountable because you guys are incapable of doing it. But when Biden does bad things, I'll criticize Biden for doing bad things.
Can you answer one question for me?
Sure.
Who's sitting in the White House?
Right now, probably Stephen Miller.
So
what do you mean?
Go on. So clearly we didn't fail.
Right.
We were pissed off. We went down.
Wait, what is this? The conversation is not about who won the election. You guys are the ones that don't believe election results. I do believe the election results.
Your whole existence is about who won the election. This whole event is about who won the election.
We're having a conversation.
I mean, it's hard to believe any election results, though, one way or the other. I mean, like that Noel G was saying, like, if you had to do by hand, show up each person, but then who's the person in the back counting? You know, like 2 years ago, when we voted, when you put the slip in, if you voted for Biden and the little back in the hole, if you put your slip in right, it would be solid if it was for Biden. If you put it in and you voted for Trump, it would be blank. So you're telling me on this voting thing that you guys already didn't have a system in place to be able to look at the paper without even opening it to see who they voted for? That was pretty crazy, if you ask me.
About policy and leadership right now, right?
We are, because I said the hypocrisy, and you're showing the hypocrisy.
What is
What's
the
price of-
hypocrisy?
look, you have a kid, I have a kid. What's the price of eggs right now?
I don't know. I'm rich.
That's something that
That was a bad response.
So give me some money. If
You know what I do know is that the price of groceries as a whole has gone up over the last year, and no conservatives talking about it. Explain that one for
Hey,
me.
you know, I've been tracking that.
Okay.
We're living in inflationary times.
Oh, now we're just inflationary times.
Tell us something new.
Listen,
it's interesting that from 2020 to 2024, it was Biden's inflation. From 2024 to now, it just is a thing that happens.
No, it's...
Well, Biden, a lot of times they said it started when Biden closed down that fuel line up there in the northern Midwest, right? And made gas go up, because once gas goes up, everything else goes up. Because if you bought it, a truck brought it. It makes sense, right? If you bought it, a truck brought it. And that truck had to pay for gas to get it there. And if that gas now is costing, or diesel is now costing twice as much, it's going to trickle downhill and it's going to cost more for everything else.
No, it's directly connected to Biden's horrible management of the government, and Trump's going to fix it. Let me say
What was the big thing? Wait, what do you think was what do you think was the number one thing that contributed to inflation through Biden's presidency?
I believe that, well, one thing was killing a bunch of chickens due to some mysterious... well, that was
strike
Biden's...
one.
Yeah, no, that was crazy. Killing the chicken. But then also, bro, the farmers, the government and shit wants to tax the farmers and all this crazy shit to where they can't really survive. So then now we're buying all our beef from Brazil, which is a trip. Like, we got all the cows, we got all the shit here. We have been having country dudes and farms forever, but we're buying all our beef from Brazil? Like, how does that make sense?
Try.
And you know now you can't even tell, because if you buy your steak from the grocery store, it's wrapped and I think it says USA or packaged in whatever the fuck it says. They found a loophole, so I think it says packaged in USA, whatever the case may be. But it's hard to even find out if this steak or beef you're buying is actually from America or from Brazil nowadays. Most of America gets their meat from Brazil. A lot of the beef that we have in America isn't from America.
Something else. Try something else. What did anything else happen?
Is that not?
Did anything else happen?
Wait, before we go forward, is that not the reason that Biden said the price of eggs went up? Because they had to kill a bunch of chickens.
At one point in time, it might have been, but that's not what we're talking about. For the majority of his presidency, especially in the beginning, and then 2022 onwards, where were these big inflation hikes coming from? What were the two huge events that happened?
What I believe was...
Do we not know?
No, let me tell you. This is what my research that I did, because I'll be honest with you, I wasn't deep diving into this because I was working to feed my family.
Okay.
Oh, well, actually now it says Australia is the #1 beef importer. And then it says we import a lot of cattle from Canada and Mexico that we slaughter here. But yeah, you go to Ralph's and shit and you buy like steak or whatever. A lot of times that shit's not even from here. Which, bro, I think a steak from like Texas or Oklahoma would probably be bomb, maybe. I don't know. It'd be like a selling point. Like, yeah, this steak's from Kansas, Oklahoma, Texas. Yeah, I don't know why it don't make sense, but for some reason I think they've just raised taxes or raised a bunch of shit here to where somehow it's easier for us to buy our beef from elsewhere.
I believe the price of energy increased exponentially, and that
was from the pipeline.
It has a cascade effect. It raises the price of everything. Everything that has to be shipped. If you raise the price of energy, then everything that has to be shipped, the price will go up.
Okay, I'm gonna I'm about to do a magic trick. Ready?
We know you
about to do a magic trick. Ready?
Make that disappear,
So
bro.
I'm curious. Why was the last year of Trump's presidency so horrible for the economy?
COVID. It was.
I mean, it was like COVID happened. I remember because Juice WRLD came back from Japan and was sick as shit, bro. Crazy sick. And then fast forward to like January or whatever, and they said, oh, COVID's been making its rounds. But I remember when Juice and all of them came back from Japan, they were fucking tore up. The whole house was sick, and they were like sicker than they ever been, telling stories. I'm like, damn. Fast forward a couple months, they knew that shit was coming in. They had to know something was coming in. All these people are getting sick, traveling, but for some reason, they just let it keep rocking. But it was crazy how many people I knew got sick in like December, November, all that shit. And then fast forward like a month or two, they say it was COVID.
Yes.
Okay. So the whole world economy is shut down. The government is having to keep things running in every country. Why can we blame COVID for Donald Trump's last year on COVID, but we can't also recognize the worldwide inflation that happened? Did Biden cause inflation in all the other countries too?
Biden caused inflation in America by locking everything down, bringing the American economy basically to a standstill. We should have kept doing. Let me tell you this: during COVID, right? I still could fly from America to Africa. I did it 4 times during COVID. KLM was still flying in, the airports were still moving, everybody's going everywhere. I could still walk into Costco, Ralph's, and Stater Brothers, but I couldn't go into a mom and pop store to buy something because they had to shut down due to COVID. I couldn't go to a restaurant, a small restaurant, while Gavin Newsom's restaurant, the French Laundry, stayed open. The small business is the...
All right, well, this is what ChatGPT says. We produce the wrong type of beef. Most American beef cattle are grain-fed, raised for high-fat marble steaks, ribeye, strip, brisket, etc. Most the market needs most, especially for burgers and processed food, is lean beef trim, the 90% lean stuff that gives structure to ground beef. U.S. cows are too fatty for that. Just like the Americans. Just something in common with all of us, bro. We're all too fat over here. U.S. cows are too fatty for that. So processors import lean trimmings from Australia, New Zealand, Brazil, and blend it with fatty U.S. beef to hit the 80-20 mix you see in stores. So basically, U.S. beef equals fatty luxury cuts. Imported beef equals lean filler to make those fatty food patties and grocery store ground beef work. Yeah, so I guess we produce too good of beef here. Good old Chat GPT. All right, it's 12:01. Let me hop off here. I got to get ready to go in. I appreciate y'all. I appreciate you, Tech, Sev, Quick, Dante. I'm not sure if Habaro made it in here today or not, but I appreciate you too. I think I got most of y'all that talking with me. Just want to show my appreciation one time. I fuck with y'all. I don't know if I'll make it on the weekend. I might try to do a night stream and watch some sports and listen to music, but it just doesn't seem like no one really taps in like they do in the morning. But yeah, if not, I'll see you guys Monday morning. I fuck with y'all. I'm out of here.